And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show, and this is going to be episode 247. So I hope you guys had a great day, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the MSK show, we're probably not going to have topics tonight because I just got off work and I got turbo fisted at work from things that have been happening. So, in honor of Pride Month, I just got completely fucked all in the ass, dug out, and just ripped open, just like my wife got last night when she was with Tyrone. So we're just going to have a usual guy bro conversation like you guys all know and love. Just 5 white dudes just hanging out, having a good time. So that's all that matters, And in honor of... Yeah, go ahead.
To be fair, MSK, the only time you've ever removed a condom is when you fart. So I mean, that totally adds up. This month is totally your month. Like you're nailing it, dude. You're just knocking it out of the park.
My gay jokes on Tuesday can't work this month because every Tuesday of this month is gay. So that's not gonna work for me this month. But our featured guest tonight is AirConda. We haven't seen him in a while. How you been doing, man?
I'm doing well. How about yourself? How's life been treating you?
Well, I'm black, rich, tall, good looking, So, same.
All the good stuff.
And tacetmort3m. Haven't seen this guy in a while. How you been doing, man? I heard you're a Pacers fan. You guys are in the finals, actually.
Where did you hear I was a Pacers fan?
Allegedly, on Reddit, you're a Pacers fan.
I mean, I want to see the Pacers win. Because they've been around a long time. They've never won the NBA championship. Michael kind of shut them down in the 90s, and they had great teams then. Now, I love Michael, but Michael's my man. But and the Thunder have a good team, but I want to see the Pacers win. I think the Pacers will win. I think the Thunder are a little young, except for Shea. What is he? SGA.
Shea Alexander. Yeah.
Yeah, Shea Gilgeous Alexander. I didn't want to say his whole name. I was trying to think of his acronym.
I just call him Shea. That's all. That's what pronouncing all that all at once is just Black people already have a problem with reading and saying shit. Like how black people when they talk to you they say the word axe instead of the word ask.
Not all black people, but yeah.
He was gonna say 80%.
Yeah, maybe some. I mean, I have a lot of black friends. None of them say that, but
no, that's it. He's doing the joke. He's like, I have black friends. No.
Well, when I was in college, I went to college in Georgia. I'm from California. I live in California, but I wanted to get as far away from this state as possible. So went to college in Georgia. And the only people who would talk to me were black people. And I'm not black. I'm the whitest kid but for some reason, I don't know. It was a little clannish and unusual, so it just ended up to where like all of my friends were black, not just happened that way when I was in college, and so that's what I mean when I say my black friends is all my friends from college. They were all they didn't say axe, they didn't say axe. Is my point.
Did their smoke detectors always go off?
No.
They had step ladders, not step dads. Yeah. Right, like they were able to change their own.
I do remember one quick story. I went over so I was with one of my buddies, and we went over to his buddy's house, who I'd never met, and it's at night too. It's got to be 10, 11 p.m. And I go into the house, and I can tell just from them looking at me that they're like, what is this white boy doing here? I could see it on their faces. And that's not from any racial thing. It's just because I love the South, and I wouldn't call it segregated, but generally speaking, they do stick to, they stick with each other, and they oftentimes
stick with your own.
Yeah, kind of thing. Like same race relationships kind of thing. Yeah.
Just like even in the lunchroom, you'd look around, and I remember looking around because I'm from California, where nobody cares about that. Like it would be okay. Oh, that's a black table, white table, black table, and they're so I remember they were looking at me all crazy, and so I calmed them down. I can't remember what I said. I tried to put them at ease, and we talked a little bit, and the guy was breeding pit bulls. Now, what this guy doesn't know is that number one, I hate pit bulls, and I'm kind of scared of them too. So the entire time I'm having to be like, oh, good dog, and like petting him and stuff, when in
Pit
actual
bulls are awesome, man.
I'm
I'm from California too. A bunch of my friends got blue nose pits and all that stuff, and they're the best and loving dogs. I don't know. Whatever,
no, I'm
maybe
not.
I
pass
clearly
any
have a
judgment.
different experience, but
Yeah,
I get it. I get it. I understand why
Um,
people are scared of them. They are one of the meanest looking dogs, but
Yeah,
they're some of the nicest too.
Anyway, and these dogs were very nice, and they were beautiful. Also, they were beautiful, and this is the truth. I'm not just saying that because you said you like pit bulls, but I just thought that was really funny that like I'm trying to get these guys to like me, and they have no idea that I'm actually fairly uncomfortable, and I'm trying to make them know that I'm trying to make them think that I'm not uncomfortable. Anyway,
You're like,
silly
hey man, you want to jump in my pool with like all my friendly sharks? You like that? It's almost that kind of situation if you're afraid of sharks and stuff, which is understandable. But if you don't like something and you're surrounded by it randomly, yeah, you'd be like, I'm actually totally uncomfortable. But they're like, nah. There's a difference between like people who know how to breed dogs properly and stuff, and then there's that one friend who's like, don't worry, they don't bite, and you walk in and all of a sudden you got a fucking, like I literally have a couple scars on my leg from something like that because somebody was like, don't worry, they don't bite. I'm still not scared of that dog. I don't care. I was just like, that's just that dog specifically sucked. But sometimes you got that friend who's like, they don't bite, and all of a sudden, bam, they absolutely bite you. There's a difference there. Yeah,
I get it. Like I said, we all have our own opinions and our own experiences, and that shapes our opinions and how we feel about things and how we look at the world. And I don't expect anyone to have all of my beliefs. If they did, I would probably not trust them. If they didn't have their own opinions. So,
but you trust me because I'm the most.
No, you don't have your own opinions.
Oh, thank you, Gray. See, that's the thing.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I just noticed that when he talks, the lid on the jar goes up.
He's got a lot of those. He has one for Kathleen Kennedy too, called Kathlina.
Great.
That is really cool. That is
great.
Really cool.
Morph into Gambit. Go.
Yeah. He's got Bo DeMayo on there too.
Bam. Oh, check it out.
You go.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
You got Mustard Gambit.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That's very creative. I like it.
I'm just saying though, Rogue's ass in that X-Men animated series that we had back in the 90s was good looking. Let's just say that,
Yeah, if that's all that you were allowed to watch, it's like, Mom, I'm just watching cartoons, and you're like, no, I'm fucking watching cartoons right now. Like there was
literally the definition of like, hey, I'm watching this for the plot. The plot is just her ass in 4K. Then they took it away with the new one, and I'm like, why?
That might have been like the turning curve for a lot of men back in the day, where it was just like, okay, a lot of men, like if you probably were to poll men in like the 80s and whatever, it'd have been like, I'm a titty guy. Like 90% of people would be like titties, and then like the 90s kids, like I was born in 89, so like I grew up more in the 90s, so I got to watch those cartoons and stuff, and I'm like, I'm more of an ass man. And now all of a sudden, like, asses are a big thing, because it used to be like, if you had a big ass, that was actually not a good thing. There was a lot of, if you look back on older media and stuff, like they would actually kind of shame them for it. Nowadays it's like, dude, if you got one or the other, because people lean either way, and if you got both, it's like, I hit the jackpot type of deal. I mean, stuff like that was probably the catalyst right there.
Man, we also have a life here on the MSK show where I'm going to give every single person on here unlimited money and clout, because I am now a billionaire. I drive 4 Lamborghinis. I go to Vegas every single weekend, banging strippers. It's just the life when you become a self-made billionaire. And Gray came with me last time, and he had some fun.
Yeah, I mean, you have so much money, you can't. I mean, like, you don't even bother hanging whatever that TV is in the background on the wall somewhere, like, or using it. That, or you're using the box for that,
because when you have that much money,
you have so much money that you're just like, what, I'll use the box as a coaster. I mean, clearly killing
use
it.
that as a bed.
Absolutely killing it. Yeah. I'm sure it lays out into your queen size, probably actually more like twin size because you're pretty small. But I mean, I don't know.
Wait,
And the other boxes, what, rest your hair on it?
I
there you go.
literally have been going back to the gym at least twice a week. I'm gonna go back later on tonight.
Wait, who's Jim and why are you going there?
Okay, first of all, I've been going back to the gym for the past 2 weeks. I worked out really hard when I first went back, so my body was really sore. But then after that, I came back and I've been becoming basically a Super Saiyan. It's like when when Goku and Gohan and Trunks and Vegeta went into the hyperbolic time chamber.
I
They came
think
out like
it was
mega buff.
when after MSK actually met me in person, he was like, "That guy's bigger than I thought he was. Holy shit, I need to bulk up." Like,
I was like, man, I looked the best in the room. Everyone was complimenting my suit and stuff, and I was like, okay, next year I got to look even buffer in the suit, because I came in looking like a hot rich man, and everyone believes me. It's crazy at this point now that I'm so successful that I can basically just get anybody that I want on the shows now. I can literally ask fucking Rachel Zegler to be on. She'll be on the show.
That's 100% what people were talking about when they saw you. Yeah, you nailed it, man. Just
if Rachel Ziegler comes on, I gotta go.
They weren't talking
dude.
about the weekend hair you had going
go.
on or anything like that. No, none of that.
If Rachel Zegler comes on, I'm spitting Riz. I'm like, hey, girl, you
do that, man. You do that, man. That's your funeral, bro.
I'm just saying, we're not gonna get married. We're just gonna,
do whatever you want, man. I stand by what I said.
Tacit. It's literally
that's a
just
million
dip
problems.
in. Tacit. It's like nuggets. You dip in the sauce and you dip out.
Pass.
You never dipped in some nuggets and just got out when you're like,
no
okay,
comment, but pass on Rachel for sure.
Goodness
hard
gracious.
Pass.
Are you gonna buy Sydney Sweeney's bathwater soap that she's?
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
No,
I know people that are trying, mainly because it's like obviously as a joke, but it's kind of funny.
There's only 5,000 bars, right? I read that on Twitter.
Yeah, it's gonna sell out. Like, so what was that? Belle Daphne or whatever who did it in
she did it
6 or 7 years ago, but she had like 50,000 or some bullshit. Like,
she just sold the water. She didn't sell soap with it.
But she had that many. Like, so she had like 10 times the amount, and she sold out within like 10 minutes. Like 10 minutes, that shit was gone. So Sydney Sweeney, as soon as that shit is on the market, absolutely gone. Just
I've
eradicated.
always respected how Belle Delphine did. She did what she did. And then she cut out. She made the money, and she'll. She's been gone for years.
Hopefully,
she's been gone for years. Yeah, wait, I haven't heard of her. Like literally, when the whole bathwater thing came up, I was like, no, I haven't heard of her in fucking forever.
Well, and then
MSK, you bought some of that Amaranth beer, didn't you?
No. First of all, it was vagina beer. Second of all, she did parts in a jar, and
you guys are degenerates.
I never bought those. Did you guys ever buy those vagina flavored chips?
No, bro.
Well, there was the Gwyneth Paltrow vagina smelling candles that would like catch on fire. Like they were like really bad candles that would actually like light people's houses on fire because the candle was actually a pile of shit too.
Remember,
somehow.
She was also selling little eggs.
It was ridiculous.
You can put inside. She was selling the candle, yes, but then she was also selling those eggs that supposedly like, I don't know, some type of benefit or something. Gwyneth Paltrow, same thing at the same time. Do you remember that, CFAX?
It's Cyfax, but no, it's
I apologize, Cyfax.
His pronouns are she, her. If we're
it's funny. Again, like I went on some show and it was a British dude who was running it. I'm trying to remember his name right now, but he was like CFAX. I'm just gonna call you CFAX, and I was like, motherfucker, like. So for like 3 hours, no, it's all good. But I just found it funny. I was like, dude, you're the second person to ever say it like that. Like.
Well, I mean,
but I've heard, I've seen the Gwyneth Paltrow stuff, and it's just it's ridiculous that for one, just because you're a celebrity, it's like you can get away with selling some bullshit, just absolute bullshit,
pseudoscience. Yeah,
as much as I like Sydney Sweeney, like I've seen her in person. I went to that. It's not a great movie. It was Immaculate, and she showed up. She showed up in person to talk about it afterwards because it was a special screening. And I was like, she is beautiful in person. I was like, holy shit.
How tall was she?
she's tiny. She's like
Okay.
5'3", 5'4", like
Okay,
I don't,
So
I don't know.
taller than
Like
MSK.
I was a couple rows up, and so like I don't know. It was hard to judge because
Mhm.
it's not like everybody's standing up, but I mean everybody had their phone out. I might have a video of it, but it's not a very good video. But I was like, holy shit, man. And like she showed up, but she was in like just normal clothes, just very
Good.
basic. She wasn't like
Yeah.
out there like I'm walking the red carpet. It was like
Right.
kind of incognito type of clothing. So
Right.
she doesn't stand out, but she comes walking in and does a little like interview and talking about the movie afterwards. And I was like, damn, she is like, I was a good, I don't know, 8 rows up. And I was like, you're still gorgeous. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Like
Yeah.
it was awesome.
Did you give
Yeah,
her my
that's cool.
number? Like, come on, dude. You over here
I
holding
was
out,
like, I gave her like a 5-mile radius to avoid, and it had your address in it
Wow.
specifically because of you. Yeah.
I'm just saying, she's now single on the market after she, called off her engagement. I was gonna be like, hey,
Well, she
you
was
ever
single
tried-
for like all of 35 seconds and then probably had like 5 other dudes to hit up that were probably more rich and famous than the last dude. She owns her own studio. She does all her own car work. She's like,
Yeah.
she's the typical woman, or not the typical woman. She's the obscure woman that every guy would want type of deal.
The
Like,
fact that you
you
guys
got the
know
looks.
that her relationship ended, that you follow her closely enough to know that she's single now.
Oh,
Is
I don't even know. I didn't have to know that. Twitter told me. It just
Fair
fucking
enough. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
it
Yeah,
does.
boom.
Twitter
Sydney's,
pretty much
it just
blew that
floods
up.
any type, even the most minuscule and obscure random bullshit news. Twitter just floods you with that shit, and you're just
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
so and so,
yeah.
so and so, like they missed a step while they were walking up to their house, and you're like, oh, so and so tripped, and that's not
yeah.
even talking about a
Yeah.
president. That's just
Yeah.
rando celebrity number 305 or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like
That's where I found out about the soap in the first place, was Twitter, to be fair. So
That's where I found out about it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So I know Eric. I apologize. You can tell me to shut up. I don't want to dominate the conversation.
Oh, I love
But-
when guys dominate. See, you set me up for that one, and it's Pride Month, so I'm gonna be getting these in all month.
Yeah, I mean, you get them in while you can, I guess.
Damn, don't.
So AirConda, I know you stream regularly on Rumble.
Yes.
Do any of the rest of you guys stream? Obviously, minus Master Swag King. Although I noticed, MSK, that you have not posted on Rumble in quite a long time. Shame on you.
What's that word? Simulcast? What are the fuck? Simultaneously? all
Simulcast.
three? Yeah.
simulcast. Yeah.
I go through all 3 of them. I haven't posted regular videos to Rumble because I wanted to upload all of my pre-recorded videos to Rumble from like the very beginning of what this channel had, just in
Yeah.
case anything happens where all the
Yeah.
content's there.
Yeah.
I was the only thing I got really mad at Rumble about that new creator program. It's just like, I don't know. It's like I would have did it. It's just I don't want to be forced to use Rumble Studio though. Like, why do I have to use Rumble Studio if I'm already going to stream there?
Yeah.
I've been streaming on Rumble literally 7 days a week since I've been on the platform. I don't know why I have to use Rumble Studio for that.
Yeah.
If that wasn't a requirement, I would have did the program. 100%
Yeah,
would have did it.
I have a Rumble account. I don't stream towards it, but I stream like at least, I don't know, 4 to 5 times a week on my own channel, but I do it all through YouTube. Like, so
Okay.
my main
That's what I was
streaming
gonna
platform is YouTube. Yeah.
I'll
And
have to
I
look up
do,
CFAX when I get done. Just kidding.
yes,
Cyfax.
definitely definitely look up CFAX.
Yeah.
And
He doesn't speak any facts.
it's a lot of facts about marine biology
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
There's no
CFAX.
facts. This man spitting misinformation.
dude,
Like that.
like even using this name that I've had for like this name is something I made up like 25 fucking years ago. I was like, if I use this name, are people just gonna think that I'm gonna throw out scientific facts, like just like are like sci-fi facts? It's like I'm really into sci-fi movies. I'm like, I do like them, don't get me wrong, but I don't sit there and know a ton of knowledge about that. It's just a name I made up a long time ago. It's a culmination of like 3 things I liked when I was probably like in 7th grade, because I was reading Lord of the Rings and playing Mortal Kombat at the time. So it's a combination of Sector, Cyrax, and Shadowfax, and I just mush those names together, and now you get Cyfax.
Dude,
Like,
you're the
and
real thing, man. A
Cyfax.
real life nerd. I love it. A real
Yeah.
life nerd.
God.
Back
And what
on
about
the,
you, Gray?
Go ahead.
Do you stream? I'm sorry to interrupt.
No worries.
A bit. I used to a lot more. Now I'm on the internet like 5 times a week, but on other people's channels. So yeah, new show launching soon.
He's
Okay.
cloud
Then I
chasing
will be.
off me. That's why
He's been
here.
saying that since I met him. That was a good like
yeah,
7
right?
months ago.
Hey, it's
Yeah.
the summer of gray. Okay, it's coming back.
He's becoming a rusty jar of mustard, which is I don't know if I trust that.
That's funny.
I told him
Let
to
me
make
throw
me a
some rust
ketchup
on
one.
that lid there.
I told him to make ketchup for me because ketchup tastes better than mustard because mustard tastes like absolute trash. So as long as he's great ketchup, it's
Those
better.
are lies, but fine.
If
Mustard
someone
on
picks-
a pastrami sandwich.
Those are lies as he turns right into the ketchup.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
I'm just saying, pastrami is like my wife's vagina. Tastes pretty good.
I've
No.
never seen anything
I was
like
gonna say
that.
non-existent, but I mean pastrami's pretty good. But
Pastrami
your
exists,
wife's
though.
non-existent thing is I mean
No,
I
the
guess
way
it
you
can be
change
anything.
stuff,
So it could
it's
be great
unbelievable.
or terrible.
I mean, hey, I eat it out pretty good. You know, tongue game is how you get the girls off.
Whenever I
That's what I
think
do.
about pastrami, I think of Cat's Deli in New York City.
Oh, such
Have
amazing.
you guys ever
food,
had
man.
one?
You guys
Yeah,
ever
that
had
place is
Everest? There's a place called Everest, and it's just
No.
Where?
it's a sandwich shop out here in California.
Okay.
Like I'm in California,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like it's southern California. I don't know how many. I don't know how big of the chain is. I mean, if you've never heard of it and you're out here in California, maybe it's not that big of a chain.
I'm in Northern
they-
California, so
Okay, I'm in SoCal, so
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
that might be it.
yeah.
But it's one of it used to have one of the better pastrami sandwiches that I've ever had, and
I'll have to look for it.
yeah, if there's I don't know if there's one up north. Actually, I'm going semi up north. I'm going to Yosemite in like 2 weeks for my cousin's wedding, but I'll be up sort of. I guess that's kind of more mid California.
It
It's not
is.
totally
Yeah, I
north.
was about to
Yeah.
say I'd consider that south, but I'm Northern California, not like mountains, but like I'm in the Emerald Triangle. I don't know if you're familiar with that. The whole
That
like
would be like
area
the
of where they do all the marijuana.
furthest I've been up, it was like Oakland, San Francisco area, just because I got
Okay.
family that was up there, and
Yeah.
yeah.
when we
Farthest I
visited
remember
them
was
in like
Sopranos.
Oakland and whatever, we went across the bridge and everything. But I haven't done that for like 20 something years. So the furthest I go up now is up to Yosemite because I got my cousin that lives up there. And she
Yeah.
has this big ass camp that she runs, and it's
Shut
fucking
up, really?
awesome. It's way up in the hills. It's like one of the top 3 frisbee golf courses because I guess they built a frisbee golf course up there, and I had no idea that they had that up there when I went to visit them, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's one of the top 3 in the state," and I was like, "That's pretty fucking awesome."
That's
I love
awesome,
frisbee
yeah.
golfing. It's a great just drinking, and I mean, if you smoke weed, I don't anymore, but that used to be the thing that we used to do is like we'd drink beer and we'd smoke as you walk into the courses, and it was
Yeah.
just that was the thing to do. And so going up there randomly, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, we throw some of the bigger tournaments out here." I was like, "That's fucking awesome."
Yeah, that is
So,
cool. My roommate's big
it was
into
a cool
frisbee golf.
surprise.
Yeah, that's dope. So, and you said you're going back up there soon, huh?
In about 2 weeks, not this Saturday, the Saturday after, I'm going up there for she's getting married, which is
congratulations
awesome,
to her.
yeah. So I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna see a bunch of family I haven't seen in probably years, other than them. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Get
I thought
a
you were
it-
coming down
it'd be fun.
to my city so we can hang out and do bro stuff, get girls, and have a good time.
Dude, I'm not. You're gonna be like the ladies' man and be like, "Yeah, by the way, the bus that we're gonna be taking, because I do not currently own a vehicle." Like, you're gonna be like that, like,
Don't worry, I can rent a car. I'm old now at this point.
dude, I got a car. I'll show up in my car, but I don't know if I'm gonna let you in it. Like,
What the heck?
I have a relatively nice car, but no, you
God,
can
I
ride
just-
along.
Casually flexing. All right, AirConda, what's up, man? You still on Rumble? Do you still enjoy the platform? You still believe in it after all this time?
Yeah. I was just gonna mention the your comment about the studios. One of the reasons why they do it, it makes it easier for them to track your hours because that's all where the metrics go through. And plus they're trying to just get studio to grow and be utilized more because a lot of people actually sleep on it. But other than that, yeah, I still love Rumble. It's still my main platform. I mean, I multi-stream.
where do you
so I'm
where
on
do you
there.
stream to? Where else do you stream to?
So YouTube and Twitch are and X. I did kick for a bit. I had in less than a day or less than 2 hours had 15 bots in my chat on Kick and no real
Yeah.
people. So I
Yeah.
gave up on that shit.
Yeah.
I truly and firmly believe Kick is a trash platform. I know a lot of people like to gloat about it, but the people that gloat about it have paid contracts with Kick, so
Yeah.
it's kind of hard for me to agree with them. They're talking about how they got new integrations and setups for Kick, but it's what? Let me see. Let me go double check.
Man, I've been liking YouTube, like just because I don't know, the people that actually follow me seem to actually rock with whatever I'm talking about. And so when I go live, even though I only have like I think I'm at 208 right now subscribers, I'll still get like 10 to 20 people that'll watch a live stream, and I'm like, for
That's
the amount of
awesome.
subscribers I have, I think that's pretty good. You know, like,
Well-
because I see people with like thousands or whatever, and they'll get like 2 or 3 people, but they'll watch all their content. But when they go live, they don't watch them, and I'm like, okay, I'm trying to find a balance. So we'll see what happens with that.
Well, if you're getting between 10 and 20, that's 5 to 10% of your total subscribers
Exactly.
are watching, which is massive. 1% is amazing. So
yeah,
think about it that way.
So it's been going pretty well, but it's just not. The channel's just not growing. I need to find a way to make other content to bring more people in, and hopefully they're I don't want to say the right people, but more people that actually rock with what I'm talking about.
What do you
Like
do on
mine,
your
yeah.
channel?
I mainly do like the easiest way to put it would be like pop culture reviews, but also I review like any of the new movies that come out, and we talk about that, and then whatever
cool.
the new like whatever news is dropping. So we're talking about it's basically like pop culture and that
Pop
with a
culture.
lot of obviously, yeah, pop culture with you know, humor, and people just joke around. Like obviously I've been joking around this whole time, so it's just like it's a lot of satire and stuff like that. But when it
Right.
comes to my reviews, I take those seriously, and I delve into that. And
Would you
so
so you'd consider yourself a cinephile then? Like a
oh, absolutely. I've probably
Okay.
seen like a ton of movies. I mean, it takes me a second to, like, if it's an obscure movie that I haven't seen for a while, but you start describing it, like
Yeah.
there's been movies that I've watched where I'm like, I don't remember if I've seen this, and all of a sudden 5 minutes into it, like it just comes back to me. I'm like, I've
Yeah.
seen all this, and it just
Yeah.
floods my memory again. I'm one of those kind of people where I'm
Yeah.
like, I've seen just about everything, it feels like.
Yeah.
It's just been a minute, so it takes me a second to calibrate that.
I'm the same way, by the way. Like I have seen just about everything. Big, huge into movies. I watch a movie a day. I know that's a little unusual.
Are you gonna go see Ballerina when it comes out? Is
Oh,
this
I
week, right? Or next week?
I got early access. Like I got the early access when I'm seeing it on Wednesday. So I mean
Nice.
that's only a day early, but
Now that's Anna de
some-
Armas, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's
yeah,
my
I've
wife.
been hearing. I've actually not been hearing great things about it, but I'm gonna go and watch it myself, and I'll obviously do
Yeah, you're gonna watch it
video
for
on
the
that.
plot. Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
For the plot. That's beautiful.
The plot.
Yeah. If people saw her and if you, people seen her in deep water, you would know that girl can give some gok 3000.
Have you have any of you guys seen Sinners
No.
with
Yes.
Michael B. Jordan?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
it when it comes
I
on.
have.
Dude, I wa-
It's
I-
amazing.
I thought it was great
MSK,
too.
you
yeah.
wouldn't feel represented. You probably wouldn't want to watch.
That's my people's putting
What did
good
you
movies
think?
out there.
Cyphex?
You
Tell the
guys are
truth.
saying you're sitting there saying it was amazing. I'm gonna.
I don't
sit
care
there
if you
and say
hated it.
It was actually. It was okay. It was fine. The scene that I really like, because I'm also a musician, is the music scene because the music transcends time
Yeah,
and
I love
reality.
that. Yeah.
Like that was a great shot.
Yeah, me too. I
But
agree.
there's a lot of problems in the movie that really started to stick out to me that it didn't vibe with the rest of everything. It was just like, okay, yeah, the vampires can't go into the building, but if the vampires become a vampire inside the building, they kind of run out, but at the same time, some of them are let in. There's
Not
a
up on
mess
your vampire lore?
with the
You have to be invited
rule,
in.
with the rules. No. That's what I'm saying. The rules that the movie gives you, they go against their own rules, even in
Yeah.
their own movie. And
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of stupid. Overall, I liked the movie. I would recommend at least seeing it once. It's
Pretty damn
nothing that
stylish, don't you think?
It looked good.
So
I mean, dude, just because something looks good, dude, a fucking Rings of Power looks good. It's a crap.
doesn't
look
Fucking,
good.
it's a
Gosh.
crap.
It really
It was
didn't
horrible.
look good.
I did not think it looked good.
The second season looked terrible. First season they actually put a lot. Like it looks okay, but I mean
My
it doesn't
roommate
look
didn't
as
like
it
Sinners
does.
either. So
I'm just comparing. I'm just comparing like things. Just because something looks good doesn't mean the movie is good.
I agree.
And, like with
Yeah.
the story and everything, I feel there was a lot of gaps and a lot of stupid things that were happening in it that didn't
Oh,
make
but they
sense.
montaged it at the end, so it filled in the. Come on, man! It's like my two favorite movies mashed together. It's "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" meets "From Dusk Till Dawn," and then
No,
you sprinkle in a little bit of
Convinced
Crossroads
God
in
likes
there,
something
and
that's
oh my
right.
god, it's amazing.
That's what you thought about that? Oh my god, Jesus.
Yeah, dude.
But okay, look, I understand a lot of people liked it. I was okay with it, but I was like, it was nothing that I ever want to watch again. That's what I'm gonna say.
Got it.
Got
it. I was just curious.
I enjoyed my first viewing of it. I was like, that was fine, but this is my also problem with movies in general is the rewatchability on some of these things is basically non-existent for
I agree.
almost just about any movie that's out lately, because that's how stuff like Infinity War or Endgame or any of this stuff like blew up. It's because someone like me or you guys, whatever, when you saw it, you're like, I need to see this again on the big screen so I can really soak it in multiple times. And so it's like I saw Infinity War 3 to 4 times. I probably saw Endgame 3 to 4 times, stuff like that.
That's crazy, man.
When a movie is that crazy, like when it's that big of a deal, you're just like, I want to see this on the big screen and take in that experience all the time. And that doesn't really happen with basically any movie. The last movie that happened with me was like Godzilla -1. I went and I saw that one 4 different times.
Yeah, that was a
I
good
saw
one.
it 3 times. And with like different people, and then I saw the -1 color because I was like, oh, it's a new version of
did
it
too. Yeah, I did the same thing.
Yeah. So I saw that one 4 times. Other than that, it's like there's been no movies. The closest one lately, the closest one this year was actually Final Destination, because I had a really good time with that one just because it's fun.
Okay.
It like I had a fun time with it, and I was just like, I kind of want to see that again. I didn't go and see it again though. I haven't committed to go and seeing it again, and it's probably going to be out of theaters soon, so I'll probably just wait to watch it at home.
Does Tony Todd makes a cameo in that, right?
Well, it's his last cameo because he died.
Sweet. Yeah, I know he died.
Yeah.
I think he's in 2 voice things after that, but one of his last 3.
Yeah, and the scene that he does, it's like he actually, like from what I understand, he improvised it, and it's when you hear about that and then you see it, it's a little bit more heartfelt. Okay. But the movie itself is, for one, it's actually it's one of the better. It's probably actually, in my opinion, one of the best Final Destinations, if not the best one. You know, the first one is just interesting, but it's like I think this was one of the best
Devin
ones.
Sawa though.
What's up?
Devin Sawa, the lead, the blonde lead from the first one.
Come on, you need a Sawa. I don't know if you could say it's better than
that. Have you seen it?
I'm gonna have to watch it now.
I've seen
I'm
them
gonna
all.
have to watch it. I believe you.
Go watch it. Like, I just find it more entertaining, and especially maybe it's just because the graphics and everything look better and everything's more like intense. But it also connects a lot of that stuff in a way, like that it has a huge connection to all the other ones.
Right.
And I thought they put a little bit of spin on it, and I thought it was more interesting. I was like, I'm a huge horror movie fan in general. That's one of my main things. Like, I love horror movies, and so I review especially every horror movie. But that one really stood out to me, and I was just like fully engrossed in the movie, which I found myself surprised at, because I was like, it's Final Destination. Like, I know the plot. It's still the same kind of idea. Like, there's going to be a Rube Goldberg machine of death that happens, you know. That's basically what ends up happening. Right. Is like, well, this thing is going to lead to that, to da da da, and all of a sudden that person gets shot in the face by a toaster, and you're like, well, what the fuck?
Well, you sold me. I'll watch it. I'll go watch it. I probably will sail the high seas to watch it, but I'll watch it.
You could probably find a good version of it now. Yeah.
Say that again.
Yeah, there are.
Okay.
Did you guys see the comment from Eric the Guapo though? The special viewing of Final Destination. I think
saw
it was
that,
either
yeah.
Mexico or South America, but yeah, the ceiling came down on the audience as they were just watching it. Like that
How
would
does
be
this
the
happen?
ultimate, like, what would you call that? Like 60 experience? Like it's
No,
beyond the 4D thing.
Didn't this happen at Brave New World too? What is with all these movie theaters and the ceilings coming down when we're watching movies now?
What do you think,
times have
man? They're
been
not.
tough,
They
man.
don't care about their audience. They don't want to spend the money they get. They want to put it in their pockets.
Well, they're going to be paying a bunch of lawsuits for it. So, I mean, now that money's going to them.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. It'll probably be their theater.
If that hits
the
a
end
black
of it.
person, you know they're suing for
I'll be right back.
racist discrimination or something.
But I don't mean to mention this, but when I saw that AirConda was going to be on, I was really excited because I never get to talk like in a setting like this. I never get to talk to other Rumble creators. Now, I don't know if I think AirConda knows. I mean, I've rated him a couple times, but and he might have rated me. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. But I never get the chance to talk to other Rumble creators, and I'm like, I take Rumble very seriously. I stream on 8 different platforms.
Jeez, you're insane, and you have a website too.
And I do have a website. I know. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting old because I have a website, and I'm like one of the very few streamers who has one. Everybody else uses the link tree and stuff, but whatever. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm gonna go down with that ship. But I am. But yeah, no, it's not even about I stream on all these places, but I stream on a lot of different. But I was really excited to talk to another Rumble creator, like in a setting like this where we can actually talk, because I never get to do that, and anytime I see anybody on Rumble, it's almost like I'm looking on the outside in a way, meaning that I wonder what this person thinks or what their perspective is, because I have a lot of I have a lot of ideas and thoughts and opinions and feelings about the Rumble platform. And anyway, I'm excited to be on here with somebody else who streams on Rumble. I mean, look at his camera. He's got the Rumble stuff in the backgrounds, and he is a serious Rumble creator.
Sure.
Anyway, yeah, I'm just stoked to be here with you, dude. I'd love to be able to talk to you a little bit about Rumble and like and how you were talking about the creator program. And by the way, if I'm hijacking the conversation, just tell me to shut up. I don't really care.
You're doing fine. I go for it.
Okay. But
just don't hijack my wife. She's already taken my Tyrone. You can't have her.
What I might hijack is Gray Poupe's all those different things he can do, because I've never seen anybody do that before. I've never seen that. So I think that's pretty cool. But
don't worry, MSK's wife, is a couch and it sits 3. There's only 2 spots left open. So I mean, just go for it. There's plenty of room for everybody.
Yeah. When you were talking about the Rumble Studio, I totally understand MSK. I totally understand your perspective. In terms of like, yes, Rumble Studio, it's nothing like OBS or whatever whether it's Streamlabs or StreamYard, however you're doing it. It's definitely like, in my opinion, and obviously AirConda might have his own opinion, and that's beautiful, but coming from OBS, which is what I use, Rumble Studio leaves a lot to be desired, in my opinion. But at the same time, you also have to understand that Rumble is a small platform that's been around for a few years. OBS has been around for a long time, and it's got everybody on the internet using it. So it's getting tons of feedback. I mean, millions of people's feedback, which is why OBS is where it is. But I think, just like AirConda said, they want you to use Rumble Studio, number one, so they can track your hours. And I understand, I get it. I mean, I think there's other ways to track the hours, but I think more than anything, there's other metrics going on behind the scenes that they want. That's what
I'm sure they want to make shareholders happy too. So I'm not going to act like Rumble's got this like high moral standard. They at the end of the day, still got to make money. If they promise something with Rumble Studios and nobody's using it, then they're going to let their shareholders down. the other thing with Rumble Studios too, I want to make very clear, I'm actually still using OBS when I stream through Rumble Studios.
So do I.
So I do they got an ingress option when you set up Rumble Studios. That way everything is pretty much operated through OBS when you go live. Rumble Studios is just a method. Some people are a little frustrated with that because it's like another stepping stone to get set up in your stream, which I get that. It gets frustrating sometimes. But Rick, I want to say he's not engineer is not his correct title, but he's like the head designer, engineer at Rumble for building the platform, both the apps, the website, and studios.
Rick Rosella, yep. By the way.
Yeah. And Lance, I think Lance is actually the head guy on studios. Rick is just helping him out right now. They are working on the direct RTMP option, which
it's released.
Is it released to the public yet, or is it still for beta?
Well, I mean, you're in the creator program, right?
That's right.
Since you guys are both Rumble creators and stuff, I'm curious. Since I'm relatively a smaller channel and stuff on YouTube, would you recommend dual streaming to Rumble?
Absolutely,
absolutely.
Do I have to do it through the studio, or like how do I set that up? Because I usually use StreamYard to stream, and
you don't have to go to the studio
on there
unless you're looking to get into the creator program. If you don't care about the creator program, you can stream to Rumble any way you want. It's ultimately up to you. One of the reasons why I advocate for studios is the plugin for OBS is pretty good for multi-streaming. I've been having issues with it lately, and Rumble gives me another option to multi-stream, and also makes it easier for me when I do uploads. Like I'm about to do one tomorrow morning. I can do their Premiere option through Rumble Studios, and it will upload. It would treat that. It's like a Premiere through YouTube. It's going to treat it like a live stream, but not only is it treating like a live stream, it's going to upload to every platform I have linked into my multi-streaming. Right? It used to be Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and X. I'm getting pissed off with Twitch, so I'm dumping that. I'm about to pissed off with Kick, so I dumped that. Probably gonna dump Twitch too, because all I get is bots on there now.
Trash. Yeah. Like Twitch is. I figure like with YouTube and Rumble and like at least those two platforms, what draws people in is thumbnails. I always forget this. Twitch doesn't have thumbnails. How are you gonna track someone without a thumbnail? You know, unless you're just fucking doing butt naked. Unless I'm butt naked banging my wife, maybe I'll fucking get people in. You know, like StreamYard just recently integrated Kick, like
probably
you said.
not.
Thank you, Gray. I'm glad for your supports here. You know, but
so yeah, continue.
You could just pull them a Gruber and put celery up your ass and just go walk around naked. There you go.
Yeah, it's the thing is like, how much value is there going to be in Twitch moving forward? Because Asmund Gold made those comments that maybe X should kind of get into the whole streaming thing, but streaming on X is useless too. Like it's actually worthless.
Streaming.
Yeah, I'd rather put someone on Rumble, because at least Rumble maybe I have the chance of getting money at some point. Streaming on X is completely worthless. Like, even when it says you have like 20 viewers, all of those are bots because no one be chatting. I mean, unless people just are lurkers. I mean, I don't know, honestly.
Well, so the first thing about X, so when it says viewers, that means people who have viewed your stream. It doesn't mean concurrent viewers. It's like if I click on your stream for 5 seconds and then bounce,
I see what you're saying.
It counts as a view. It counts as a viewer.
I think even scrolling past it, if you
it's like I'll get 10 to 15 people that are actually watching while I'm actually streaming, and then I can look at the stream later and I'll have 100 something views, and I'm like, that's not bad for my channel size, but I mean, it's not like I had 100 people watching me consecutively.
So when you ask that question, Cyfax, this is my perspective, and it's not right, it's not wrong, but it's mine, and take it for what you will. So I mentioned once, I don't know if you were here, that I stream on 8 different platforms simultaneously every single time I stream. And the reason I do that is, the way I look at it is this. So if I'm going fishing, right, and the fish I want to catch is success in content creation.
Yep.
Right.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, of course you do.
It's like
sorry to interrupt you. Let me finish this thought. If I throw one fishing pole in the water right? I got one chance to catch a fish. If I throw 3, now I have 3 chances. The more that you have, the more chances you have for that success, because some people have an X account. A lot of people have an X account and they don't have a TikTok or an Instagram or a Rumble or a YouTube. A lot of people have a YouTube. They don't have an X or a Twitch. So if you have the ability to stream on as many different platforms as you want, you have 200 subs on YouTube and you're averaging between 10 and 20 viewers, that means you're doing something right. And that, in my opinion, that means you should be showing more people what you're doing. And it's going to open up for you. That's my opinion. So that's my advice on that. Now, since I talked over you, what were you going to say?
No, I mean, like I get the fishing analogy. It's like I went deep sea fishing one time, and like the line that the people gave me, it was like it had multiple hooks on it. And I remember one of my first casts out there, I threw it down and I pulled up fucking 3 fish because I had 3 hooks on the line, and I was the first one to get 3 fish. And I understand. So that analogy, that's all I was saying, is like it actually it resonates with me, because I actually I literally experienced that. Like,
and you said you have a StreamYard account. So that is StreamYard, if I'm not mistaken, that enables you to stream to as many platforms as you want, right?
I think it does. And I do have
Paid
a Rumble account. I just
23.
never. Yeah, well, I have, like, luckily, I mean, even with the viewers that I have, like, people have been giving me enough money to pay for my own StreamYard. So like that's kind of paid for. I'm like,
That's
okay,
awesome,
that's cool,
man. Must be
so
nice.
I'm like,
Yeah, I'm just gonna give you my paycheck next time I get paid. I'm just gonna give you all my money.
Good for you. Congratulations on that.
well, that's what I'm like. That's what I was saying. It's like, even though I got a small channel, like, people actually literally rock with my channel to the point where they'll go out of their way to like send me stuff on, Patreon and Cash App or whatever. And it just works out that way, because I'm not monetized yet, obviously, because my channel is so small. But the people still want to see what the hell I'm talking about and doing. Yeah, for now, we'll see. But if I can start doing it to other stuff like Rumble, like that seems the most common one that people are bringing up. And I already do have a Rumble account. I just need to, I guess, link it up and figure out a way to multi-stream to that.
Rumble's a great platform, man. Rumble is my favorite platform. Rumble, it is my favorite platform, for all its faults and all its warts and everything. It is my favorite platform. And I definitely think you should, dude. Not because I love Rumble, but because it's going to open up for you, dude. If you're doing good content, people are going to watch it. And
the key is, though, a lot of people fail to do this with, like, it's just content creation in general. A lot of people think, well, if I just post, it's going to work. No, obviously, facts. If you already do this, then I apologize. But a lot of people think, if I just post content, then I will grow my platform, right? Like, no, you got to engage with people. You got to network. You got to promote your content.
Oh, I talk to everybody, even when I have guests on and stuff. Even, like, I'm probably one of the few content creators out there that, at least that I've seen, because I've interacted with other people. At the end of a stream, I'll sit there and be like, "Hey, man, thanks for coming on." I even talk to the people that I'm talking to. I'll be like, "Hey, thanks." Like, I do straight up. I do live streams where I'm like, "This is basically a chat live stream." I'll bring people from the chat on, and so it, like, I get interactive with everybody that's there all the time.
I do that too,
and that seems to help a lot. And it keeps people engaged. It keeps people wanting to come back. And also, I like talking to everybody that actually wants to talk about whatever the subject matter that I'm talking about. So I mean, just because I have a couple of people on doesn't mean even the people that I have on, even, it's not that they don't care about it. Sometimes it's just like, I'm not a fan of anime. And it's like, well, we're talking about anime right now. Who in the chat knows anime? Let's go. Boom. Yeah. So you bring those people on and you just cycle through, and you just get the most out of everybody, and it gets everybody engaged. And when everybody is engaged, everybody wants to be there. So
yeah,
that seems to help.
And let me be quiet and see if anybody else wants to say something before I keep going.
The last thing I was going to say, to kind of go back in the studios, and I'll leave this. Rumble has actually reached out to OBS to do some kind of, like, plug-in or integration.
Yep.
And OBS basically told them to fuck off. So
Yeah, the person specifically said, "I would not want to be in." I'm quoting this a little bit wrong, but the essence of the quote was, "I don't want to be involved with the platform that hosts racist and misogynistic content." Something like that. You guys know the buzzwords.
yeah,
It's like racist and hateful content.
yeah. So
Fucking
Rumble's
hell,
basically
dude.
gonna do fine if nobody's gonna work with us. We're just gonna build our own thing because that's what they've been doing this entire time. Every time they reach out to try to get somebody to work with them, somebody kicks back, says "fuck off," and they're like, "Fine, we're just gonna build our own thing." So
Part of me wonders, and I'm not casting aspersions on anyone, but part of me wonders if they're sending the wrong messenger. Is it really about hosting racist or hateful content, or is it about somebody maybe or maybe not? Like I'm asking a question. Maybe not selling the platform correctly. What do you think?
I think most of these things in general have like an agenda behind them. Like obviously most of these things, like say Twitch or even YouTube, they want a certain message to be pushed out there in general. And when you go against that, like you're going against the grain type of deal, they for one, obviously they shadow ban you, they do all that kind of stuff. Like it's probably less prevalent now because it's being called out so much, but they don't want certain things going out there. And when you're a channel like that, even like my channel is very like open, whatever, it doesn't matter. But it's like I can easily see, even if I were to get bigger, I can easily see mine being one of those that gets targeted by people just because I'm saying the opposite opinion on something, or it's like, oh, I'm pro this, I'm anti this. When you start doing stuff like that, or even if it's just like one sentence that you say, it could be like, that guy's this, that guy's that. You start getting labeled a certain way, and your stuff gets like blocked or, like I said, shadow banned. And I think that what all these platforms need to do is just take a neutral stance in all this shit and just let it all go. Just let everything go, and they'll see everything actually rise for them. It's like you're gonna have more people watching the content. You're gonna have more, you'll be able to say more, do more. When you start banning things, limiting this, limiting that, that's why people went from YouTube to Rumble, because Rumble you can kind of say whatever the fuck you want, and you can just go off, like say that. Just for example, say you don't like the whole trans movement shit and you want to go off, you can go and say that on Rumble and you'd be fine. If you say something like that on YouTube, banned, like blocked, limited content, like like you get all sorts of nukes. That's just an example. Like I'm not saying I'm pro or for either one, but I mean I might have said a couple things against, let's just say. But it's like stuff like that, you can't get away with saying stuff like that, or you got to dance around certain words. It's like unalived or whatever. Like you learn a new lingo to be able to talk, and you end up sounding let's just say retarded. Like you sound a little
Didn't you
inept.
see that word's back? That word's okay to use again.
It's back, but it's like you sound a little inept when you start talking like that, and it's like, why are you talking in these weird jumbled up sentences? And people that don't understand how YouTube works or how some of these platforms work, they don't understand what you're talking about unless you're, I don't want to say chronically online, or if you're in this space. When you're in this space, you understand how these things work and why these people have to talk in the way that they have to talk, because they're trying not to get their shit taken down. That's it.
No,
but,
for sure.
When these platforms finally, hopefully finally understand that, and they're like, you know what, let's open up the floodgates, dude, it'll be, for one, it'll just be a massive moneymaker for them. All it's going to do is be massive profit for them. It would be a good business idea to, like, you know what, let it ride. Let's go. Let's see what happens. And it's going to
put it all on black.
Well, I don't know about that, but
put it all on red. I mean, it's a roulette. I'm talking about roulette. I should have said red, not black.
Yeah. Definitely don't put it on 00. But I mean, 00 sometimes hits, and like that's always nice. But that's kind of what it comes down to, is like these each platform finally they cave to the pressure of Twitter, and they need to stop doing that because Twitter is nonsense. Twitter is stupid. Twitter means nothing. It doesn't mean anything to movies, doesn't mean anything to TV shows.
And it's better now than it used to be.
No, yeah. But I mean, it's a good place to discuss things, but you could find say with I don't know, The Acolyte, right? You go on a post and it's like The Acolyte needs to come back, blah blah blah, and you could see 200,000 people, 500,000 people, and it's like you didn't even get that many people watching your fucking show.
Yeah.
So how about you shut the hell up? Nobody even watched this.
Those are bots in South Korea, bro, for sure.
Exactly. It's like nobody watched this. It's all lies. So stop using that as your metric to judge anything else that's going on. It's stupid. But these companies go by that because they have some stupid intern who's just like, I'm Gen Z and all I do is live through my phone. And they're like, by the way, boss, everybody on Twitter says this is the new hotness. And it's like, no, it's not. It's absolutely not. Stop it.
Yeah.
Like we should re-release Snow White. No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't.
Please don't.
Man, what a mistake. But they paid for it, bro. They paid for it. No more Disney live action remakes. They paid for it.
No, I don't feel bad for them at all.
No.
There's still going to be live action Moana, and they're making $1 billion off of what the hell, Lilo and Stitch, man.
What is Lilo and Stitch?
It's a little over 600. We were just talking about this earlier on my channel. It's a little over 600.
Do $1 billion.
I actually think it's not going to hit it.
No way.
I will take that bet.
I don't think it hits it.
It hits it for sure.
Dude. Just think about this. Like fucking Doctor Strange mom, Mirrors of Madness or Multiverse of Mom. Well, it's like Multiverse of Madness, whatever. It's like Doctor Strange mom, whatever it was called. It made 450 million on its opening weekend.
Yeah.
In general. And it still didn't hit $1 billion. Yeah. Now with all the discourse,
that's not a kids movie though, man.
Well, it's
look at all of the $1 billion ones from last year.
So should we make a bet here? I can smell a bet coming on between Cyfax and Greg.
I just want to add to Cyfax's point. Minecraft had a 360 opening weekend worldwide. That shit hit 930. Same thing with Multiverse of Madness. Even with the $360 million opening weekend, that shit hit 930. No, to hit $1 billion, that shit would need to be at 480 opening weekend. At least,
you also got to consider it in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks from now, so it basically has 2 weeks to make 400 million more because How to Train Your Dragon drops, which is going to be another kids movie. You have 2 weeks to pull that off. I don't think it's going to do it.
Right now.
It had a 55% drop, which is still good. 55% drop technically sounds good, but it needs to make 387 million, give or take 386 million.
But you had
in 2 weeks.
Good Robot, you had Despicable
weeks.
Me 4, you had Inside Out 2. They were all practically the same time. It doesn't seem like it's got the same whatever exclusivity.
I want to. I'm
telling you, it's going over $1 billion.
Not money. We're not talking about money.
The only way that it makes $1 billion if they leave it in studio, like if they leave it in the theaters for an extra month, I
don't think they even have to do that, man.
I think they do.
With Good Robot, it was streaming the whole time.
It has 2 weeks.
I will take it. Listen, the winner doesn't have to come on MSK show anymore.
Wait, well,
that's not a good bet.
Whoa.
That's a great bet.
Wow. So I have to replace you guys with someone better. Don't come on. Let's
not
be the winner.
Wear a dress on stream or has to.
Okay, that's some LeBron James shit right there. We're not that. We're not into that.
I'm talking about what I. Let's be creative. I mean, dude, I'm a gambling man. So I'll take some side action on this too. If anybody wants.
The person who loses has to give me a week in their house for free.
A week?
No.
Weekend.
Dude, I live in a warehouse, man. You don't want to come here.
God. Or maybe you buy me dinner DoorDash for the whole week.
How about once, dude?
Why are you a part of this? This is between me and Gray.
I get a piece of. I'm like the movie theaters. I get a piece of your guys' action at the studios,
bro. You're not the casino, bro. This is a man-on-man thing. I think maybe a DoorDash meal I mean, unless you guys don't want to spend money.
Okay, no. I'll do it. I mean, Gray, you're in the States, right?
Yeah, just one of the flyover ones that doesn't matter.
Well, it's like I mean, if you hit me up on X or whatever, I'll like if it doesn't, or if it hits 1 billion, I'll send you like a pizza, like
deal,
and then vice versa.
Vice versa. Hell yeah, man.
There you go. It could be cheap pizza, good pizza, doesn't matter. Or let's go with a cheap pizza, like $10. $10 pizza.
I'd even be willing to go like double or nothing that it's going to be in the top 10 of the year. But that's a long shot.
That's a parlay.
That I'm not willing to bet because I mean like I can already tell what the top 3 are going to be because they're all coming out in July. Well, no,
Jurassic Park 7.
Jurassic Park always does big numbers. Dinosaur movies just do good numbers. Lilo and Stitch is it's already pretty high up there, so that's already going to be in the top 10. That's an easy bet. Maybe like top 3, maybe we'll see with that.
But let's stick with the initial bet. We'll see if we want to go
with the initial one.
Yeah, I'm saying right now, Jurassic Park 7 makes more money than Minecraft and Lilo and Stitch. It'll be the $1 billion movie of the year.
Oh, dude, I'll take that.
Highest grossing movie.
There's
no way.
MSK.
There's no way Lilo
you bring
and Stitch
Great Dinosaur to us all.
I never said that.
Are you telling me you think Jurassic Park, the new Jurassic Park, is going to do more business than what?
Lilo and Stitch and Minecraft. I'll take that. Yeah.
Minecraft did how much?
Minecraft did not. It's still in theaters. I think it's at $9.50 now.
All right. Well, let's bring
that
up to me.
So if you just look at Jurassic Park, if you just look at Jurassic Park in general, like they always like every movie is made over $1 billion, but each one has gone down to roughly about 100,000 each one. And I mean, look, Minecraft didn't even make $1 billion, which is crazy because that one got hyped all up.
Yeah, dude, I'll take that action. I'm in. Yes.
Like what money?
It won't make more than Minecraft.
I think it'll make more than Minecraft. I think it'll make more than Minecraft.
That's crazy.
I mean, get in on this action then. I'll take all comers.
Damn. Dude. Hey, my wife already got enough action.
Jurassic Park.
Dude, you guys aren't taking into account that look, school is off. It's going to be the first big movie of the summer for all the kids to go see.
Don't try to talk me out of it now. Don't try to.
Okay. No, yeah. Let's take that action first, and then I'll explain why you might be wrong.
Okay, so what are the terms?
I need to see the numbers really quickly. I want to just make a formed bet because I'm like a genius.
Show me Dominion. Show me Dominion's box office.
Oh my God.
There's no way it did $1 billion. Did it do $1 billion?
Yeah.
A piece of garbage.
It did $1 billion.
Just over. But if you look at the one before it, it did like 1.1.
Yeah, Fallen Kingdom did
1.3. So
Fallen Kingdom I thought was bad also. Personally.
These movies are bad. All these are bad. Well, this one is.
But hey, to be fair, the new trailer, the Rebirth trailer, looks actually like that second trailer they dropped looks pretty awesome, except for the fact that it might give away too much of the movie. Right. But look. Let me go ahead and just let me lay the groundwork for it because it's going to be the first big movie of basically the summer. Like everyone's going to be off. It's going to be right before July 4th weekend, and it's going to be the big hit. Like, hey, let's go see Jurassic Park, and then let's go do America Day.
Who are the two leads?
A week
Scarlett
after, you got
and
Superman. So yeah,
Superman. Oh yeah. Who are the two leads? Is it Scarlett Johansson?
Scarlett Johansson and God, what's the
I don't know.
Mahershala Ali. He was going to play Blade.
So you have Rupert Friend, Jonathan Bailey, Ed Skrein.
How is Mahershala Ali not on there? Like he's
he should be on there. Mahershala
he's bigger than Rupert Friend.
Yeah, but yeah, he's in the movie.
This movie's being directed by Gareth Edwards. He did
Rogue One
2014 and Rogue One, yeah. And
the other thing, they're actually taking a bunch of things from the actual Jurassic Park book. And the book is supposed to be pretty brutal.
All right, dude, I'm gonna bow out of this. I'm gonna bow out. I'm
telling you, dude, you can't mess around. Like Jurassic Park, for some reason, dinosaur movies, they just do good numbers.
You're a nicer guy than I am,
to MSK.
You talked me out of it. You talked me out of losing money to you.
I will say this. this one did 1,671,000,000.
Yeah, but
this
that
one
shit
did
was, or excuse me,
300
that
less.
movie was kind of good.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you're looking up these numbers, it's doing the Transformer thing where they made $1 billion and then just started going down and worse with each one.
Yeah, but now this is a rebirth with a new twist to her. I mean, it's basically going back to its roots, and then you got Scarlett Johansson in it. And I mean, that second trailer was, I mean, I gotta say that second trailer was pretty fucking awesome. Like, I was surprised at how good that second trailer was.
You're watching this one for the plot as well.
I haven't even watched any of the trailers because after those last two Jurassic World movies,
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm
no, like, look, if it was just based on how good the movies are, I would agree with you. I'd be like, there's no way this should make this amount of money.
Right.
None of these movies should make this amount of money.
Right.
And then you look at the box, it's kind of like Avatar. I'm like, I don't like the Avatar movies,
right,
but
like
they make a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
They just had that whenever they drop, they just do. And if you just look at the record that they have, I mean,
dude, James Cameron
I can't bet against it. You know?
I'm not betting against James Cameron.
I think there's an Avatar movie that comes out at the towards the end of the year this year too.
It'll probably also make $2 billion,
and it'll
Fire
make
and Ice
probably
some weird
something stupid, but it's gonna make a ton of money again.
Yeah,
it's just gonna do it. So
all right.
I wouldn't bet against that one either.
All right. Yeah, dude, I'm out.
I'm surprised. I'm so surprised that even the first Avatar movie made that much money. That movie is not good. That is literally Pocahontas.
It's all right. Come on, it's not that bad.
It made money because it was 3D and it was pretty.
Yeah, man. We were all sucked into 3D back then. When I would go out and have sex with a lot of girls back in my day. When
I went to the last Avatar movie, I didn't even know that I accidentally got like a 3D ticket. Like, I showed up, the ticket that I bought was just for a regular thing, and they're like, here's your glasses, and I was like, fuck, dude, I hate 3D. But that one actually was awesome in 3D. Like, the 3D, and it was like, it like came out at you, and it stayed there the whole time. It wasn't just a random scene that something got thrown at you or something.
Yeah.
So you were like, it was like interactive. You were just like in the scenario. And I was like, it's an experience in general. Like, that was cool. That was very cool. The movie itself, not great.
Yeah,
but
I hear what you're
that
saying.
Experience was fucking cool. Cause I'm like, holy shit, like I'm in the ocean here. I'm seeing all this shit. It's around me. I can why can I turn my head and I can literally see things off to the side, and I'm like, I almost want to reach out and touch them.
That's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. I was like, this is how 3D should be done. And so it was like I said, it's an experience more than it is. It's like a 2-hour ride. And I understand why people would want to go and see something like that. That was
lanky teen Sigourney Weaver though. Like, it's weird. Like, why does she have to play a teenager? I don't know, man. The 3D doesn't get me over that.
This movie, Avatar 2, made Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 2.3. Jesus Christ. Yeah. And is anybody betting against Avatar for being the winner? If
I'm not betting against James Cameron, bro. It's James Cameron who I'm not betting against.
This should made $1 billion internationally. Holy
the Avatar
fuck.
franchise is, I'm talking about James Cameron. You don't bet against James Cameron, bro. You just don't. It's like betting against Tom Brady. You just don't do it.
I mean, it would be like betting that Angel Reese actually makes her first shot ever.
Oh no, you'll be dead before that
happens.
Like,
have you seen those videos? They're hilarious. Yeah. There's a bunch of people who vote that she doesn't make her first shot, and there's people making a ton of money that she doesn't make her first shot in any game, and people are just racking in money because she sucks so much.
You know what's crazy? The opening game, she got 12 points or whatever. Then the next one, she got 2. I was like, what the fuck? She's actually good. How in the world can people call
trash?
Have you ever watched a WNBA game, bro?
I have. Yeah.
Well,
all about the Caitlin Clark ones. So
yeah. Well,
have you ever watched it without falling asleep? Like,
I've only watched the Caitlin Clark ones. I can't speak to the quality of the other teams.
My point is that in general, dude, the level of skill of these WNBA players, it's
bad.
Embarrassing.
It's bad. Yeah, it's not good, bro. Caitlin Clark is a player.
You literally see better gameplay in like men's middle school leagues.
Yeah, middle school.
And I don't
even want to hate on them. Like I feel bad about it because this is the best, and this is true. This is the best. These are the best female basketball players, and it's bad. It's really bad,
dude. And some of them are like 6'8", 6'9", and they can't even dunk. It's like, what are you doing? I mean, like, can't you just reach your hand up and do it?
You can't make a layup.
They still
can't make a layup.
LG, what's up, man? How you doing, dude?
It's embarrassing. It's like it's embarrassing to watch as like just as a human in general.
I agree.
Not just man or female. Just as a human, you're like, this is embarrassing.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark is a player, though. She's a player.
Before we get back to basketball, this is what this was the first Avatar movie's numbers.
Damn, almost 3.
Jesus Christ.
Keep in mind, there's a little it had 1,000 re-releases though. This movie's been re-released 1,000 times.
I don't care how many times you re-release it. That's almost $3 billion.
Keep in mind, remember when Avengers Endgame passed it to be the highest-grossing movie, and Disney went, okay, we'll just re-release this one to compete with it. What the fuck? They just randomly re-released it like 1,000 times.
It's almost embarrassing, especially because the movie is not that fucking good.
It's not good.
And
it's bad.
It's not good at all.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. Pocahontas on crack. Like
no, Ferngully was so much better.
I love Ferngully.
Ferngully
Robin Williams
was great.
Yeah.
Who else is in it? Tim Curry.
Was in Ferngully?
Yeah, he played Batty, the bat.
The weird bat thing. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen that, I don't remember.
Yeah, and then Tim Curry played the bad
Sludge.
guy. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there was anyone else. I do remember Sheena Easton did the love song for that movie.
I disagree with this comment. I disagree. And it's crazy how, speaking of WNBA, because the WNBA, after the Indiana Fever opening game with Angel Reese's team, the Chicago team, they were like, we're going to investigate hateful racism and you're gonna investigate booing?
Oh no, they did that and they came up with 0 olive bagel. Yeah, they came up with nothing.
Did you see did you the tall one, the Lord of Death?
Brittany Renner, right?
Yeah. Did you see that he's getting investigated for
match fixing, right?
Talking about effing trash white girl or something like that. No,
that one too. There's 2 of them. She's getting investigated for match fixing, or basically fixing her own games. And the Caitlin Clark remarks. Imagine if Caitlin Clark said, "Fucking black girl, you stupid N-word."
Oh my god,
your career's done, right?
She would be over.
She'd blow a gasket.
She's the only reason that anybody is even talking about the WNBA at all.
That's the only reason why I would watch it. The only reason why I watch it at all.
Nobody's talking about that before that player came up because she's shooting 3-pointers from like half court.
Dude, she's a player.
Like, she's just fucking player. Nailing them, and it's like, holy crap.
What about her passing? Her shooting is great. Everybody loves her for her shooting, but watch
her play is amazing. Like she is actually enjoyable to watch. You're like, holy
she's a
crap,
player, man. She's a real player.
This makes me want to watch this. That's the only player. There's no other player I even know other than Angel Reese, because she gets hyped up because she's
Caitlin Clark's back for now.
Yeah. She's like, well, they're also going to talk about me. It's like the only reason people are talking about you is because of her.
No, it's so insulting that she's like, this is a rivalry. Usually, I want people to understand. Think about like Goku and Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. There was a reason why people consider that a rivalry at one point until Goku got so much stronger, right? There's no rivalry with Angel Reese. This is super one-sided. That's not a rivalry.
Well,
that's
it's like
one guy
the best.
The other guy out.
Yeah, it's the best player in the league versus like one of the worst. Like, how is that a rivalry?
I don't get it.
Brittany Gardner, the one that came back from Russia, we traded her for
the Lord of War. That's why I called her the Lord of War, the Merchant of Death, whatever he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's totally not selling our weapons that we left in
It's like the Nick Cage movie, like
that they're making a sequel to. You know that, right?
No.
Why would they make a sequel to National Treasure? They
are. They're making a sequel to Lord of War. Yeah, it's in development. I don't know where it's at in development, but it is in development.
You know what they're doing? They're gonna just basically do that. They're gonna do it about him again, and it's about him taking the weapons we left in Afghanistan and selling it to all our enemies and causing all the shit we've been dealing with for the past couple of years.
Probably, but I mean, if it's true, somebody's got to say it.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys see that when because Caitlin Clark is going to be out for 2 weeks because some sort of like hamstring pull or whatever. The ticket prices went from like $90 to like 30. Shit, she got so much sway in the league. Like, dude, literally, she's the only reason why I would watch games. If she's not playing, I'm not watching.
Like, somebody did the math on it. Like, she makes up like 30% of the ticket sales or whatever. Like, like she's like 1/3 of the league. If she's in the game and she's playing, like the ticket sales go up by 1/3. You know, it's crazy.
You know what's crazy is I've seriously considered, and I still might do it, getting a Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever jersey, and I've never even considered getting a W. Like, just the idea of a W.
You probably won't even wear it on stream. You'll just have it. Like,
what? No, I mean, I would wear it. I'd rock it if I had the Caitlin Clark jersey. I'd rock it. My point is that I never even considered it before her. Never even entered my lexicon of potentialities to get a WNBA jersey. If I saw a man wearing a WNBA jersey before Caitlin Clark, you know, I'm keeping an eye on that person.
Did you see that thing at the Pacers game when the Pacers were blowing the Bucks' asshole out? That a little kid had her jersey, and she.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
That was cute. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, she was cool about it.
Damn, it's just so crazy how the black girls. I don't know if this is a coordinated effort to do this, but I think it's a mixture of both. Because you know, people have like Twitter DM groups and chat groups and all that stuff. I'd imagine there's some of these black girls in these groups telling them, "Hey, fuck this white girl. She's taking all your thunder and all that stuff." But like, you literally have them literally physically assaulting her, and then people got mad at Caitlin Clark for that non-assaulted foul. That foul was nothing.
That. Yeah, nothing. She barely
touched her. Literally, barely touched her.
It's a common foul at best.
Yeah, and before that, Angel Reese literally takes her hands like this and shoves.
I saw it. Yeah, Boston, right?
Yeah, just shoves
her teammate. Her teammate. Yeah,
it's ridiculous. Like, but we're gonna get mad at Caitlin Clark for doing a basic foul.
I don't think it's a black thing. Meaning, I don't think it's a like that. The black female players. I think it's a catty hate thing. Like, it's a jealousy thing. I don't care what color they are. It's a jealousy thing across all of them. Because it's not like the black girls are the only ones who have pulled stuff or have made comments about Caitlin Clark. A lot of white players have. A lot of those white WNBA players have made little snide remarks, and it's because they're haters, dude. They're haters who can't look themselves in the mirror and say, I'm not her. You know, and I never will be. That's my opinion.
I think you're spot on. I mean, there's a lot of people that are just jealous of her. She actually has talent, and the rest of them were hoping just for a free ride, basically, because it seems like none of them really care about what they do when they play that game.
Yeah, because Angel Reese mentioned several things. She was like, well, we need to make more money. I'm going to go on strike. Well, newsflash, Angel Reese, you're a
Nobody's
nobody.
Gonna care.
Go on strike. No one, like, you know how like people for like YouTube, this is all their life, so we know if they quit, they got nothing else. Yeah, Angel Reese is the same way. She quits. What does she do? Go work at Starbucks? She'll be handing me my coffee when I go there in the morning. What is she gonna do? She got no life out of this.
What could she do?
She could be like you know, they could green screen her for the live action whatever Ice Age movie is for Sid, because her eyes
those
are
eyes
so far apart.
Oh my god, that's gonna get us.
She could do that.
and
she just has a couple of green dots next to her eyes.
I feel bad making fun of the way she looks, because like that's not what's important, but her eyes are really far apart.
The only reason that I do that is because I got a friend of mine who's like, Sydney Sweeney is mid, but Angel Reese is hot, and I'm like, that's the dumbest fucking take I've ever heard in my goddamn life. That is the worst. No, it's T, Uncle T.
Did T say that? Oh my god,
dude. He was like, I saw her in person. She's banging, and I'm like, okay. I saw.
Do you think Caitlin Clark's attractive?
No, not really.
I think her teammate's attractive. The girl with the
blonde hair.
Yeah, she's
there's good looking women in the WNBA.
A lot of them.
Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of them. There's plenty of them in soccer, whatever.
Black girls look kind of
but busted. Nobody knows any of their fucking names. You know, it's just like, oh yeah, the hot blonde on the other team. Yeah, she's great. Like that's all you know them as.
And we're not watching her play. We just said, oh, hot blonde chick. I just looking at her looks. I don't care what she does on the court.
I am one of those few people, dude, and I get it, because I get it. I do. When I look at her, I get it. But dude, there's something about her. When she was in college, when she was in college before she came to the WNBA.
It's called success.
No, that's not what it is. Because the first time, because I remember the first time I saw her before I knew who she was, before I knew her ability, I was like, man, she's cute. And anyway, so I'm one of the few, and I've talked to other friends of mine, and they're like, dude, you are tripping hard.
Dude, I've fallen in love with girls that like possibly were better shots at me at beer pong. I was just like, okay, yeah, we're going home tonight. Like
it's not always about the looks, right? The looks aren't everything.
It's just you're impressive. Like,
yeah,
if
exactly.
I accidentally knock you up, I'm not going to be mad about it.
Shame on you, bro. Shame on you, bro. If you knock up a girl because she's good at beer pong, man. Shame on you.
Obviously, I'm making a joke.
That Brittany Renner said. With Brittany Renner, I think she had mentioned that like when Caitlin Clark is playing at their games or when they go to their team's fucking stadium to play, the crowd's going crazy, it's rumbling. And I'm like, why would that be a problem? Because you had said a few years ago you would like if more people attended your games. So what's the problem? Yeah. This is why women always fail. They want to have their cake and
eat it too, bro.
Yeah.
Always.
I don't get it. Like
I feel bad about saying that, but it's true.
No, like they were bitching that they didn't have anyone watching their games. A once in a lifetime generation player comes into the league, gives them viewership, and they still complain. This is why women shouldn't vote. I know you guys agree with me.
Shame on you, bro. Shame on you.
Well, they have no humility towards anything else. So it's like unless you were the center of the attention, like that's what it seems like. Especially whether it's actors, whether it's a game or like professional athletes, whatever. When it comes to men will be like, that guy's the GOAT. Like that guy's better than me. That guy's the shit. That guy is fucking awesome. I live up to, like, I started this because of that person and he's the greatest player ever. But then like when it comes to women, they're like, I'm the best thing ever, blah, blah, blah. I'm a 10 out of 10, man, fuck you. And it's like, it makes you obnoxious, annoying as shit, and nobody wants to fucking listen to you. Nobody wants to watch you. And also, you're not. You're simply not.
Off-putting.
You're usually
it's off-putting.
Yeah, you go out there with the vibe of I'm supposed to be the best. Somebody will give you one game. They'll be like, okay, I'll watch you for a game, and then you're like, you might as well be a mason with how many bricks you're laying. You know, give me a break. Like, what the fuck is that?
No, it's true. It's true. It is. I feel bad, but it's true.
It's like when you meet those girls in life, not the married guys here, but before you met your wives and shit, where you have all these girls you meet in life, and then when you like break up with them, they're like, you'll never find a girl like me. I'm the blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what do you mean won't find another girl that'll bitch and moan at me? What are you talking about, you fucking moron?
I never had a girl say anything like that to me.
Really? Dude, oh my God. That's a number one thing girls always tell me. I know the guys have heard it too. It's crazy you haven't heard it. Like girls will be like that. They'll be like, "You'll never meet a girl like me." What do you mean? Another girl that will talk to me?
You kind of have a point though. I mean, in your case.
With your case, yeah, this is all adding up, dude.
Wait a minute. First of all, I fuck all of you. You guys ain't shit. But I just don't get it. Like, what Stephen A. Smith
defend yourself,
said,
bro. Don't let these guys talk smack on you.
I'm just saying what Stephen A. Smith said was the best around the situation with Caitlin Clark. The other girls in the league should elevate her. I'm not saying get on her knees and kiss her ass or fucking eat her out.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But like, because
a rising tide lifts all ships, bro.
Right. If you do that, if Caitlin Clark gets elevated, then you can get a piece of that clout too. I mean, Cyfax and Gray would know. They're the biggest clout chasers on YouTube. That's how it is.
Ooh, damn nice.
Clearly, that's what I did tonight. I was like, you know what, MSK, it's been so long. I need to get on here and get some clout. I definitely messaged you first. But with that being said, let's look at Miss Sparkles here. It says, gross. I'm assuming she's meaning MSK. And then she says, I'm the best girl. Miss Sparkles, you are the best girl. Hey, what's going on? How you doing today?
No. Wow. Good Lord.
See, MSK, that's how it's done. No.
Would it be possible to
don't respond with a terrible comment, I swear.
I'm not. My Riz is too good for women. You know, it's all good.
I can't get a good look.
Clearly, because I mean, like, they don't even want to come around you. It's so good.
I have this aura that bounces with women away, like, you know, in Peacemaker when he reflected that alien back. It's like that, you know.
So, dude, you're halfway there. You just have to turn the polarity around. If you can push them away, there is a way to get them to come. Now you just gotta, you just gotta work on fixing the polarity.
Getting women to come is not MSK's strong point. Right?
All you gotta do,
as soon as you said it.
First of all, you use your tongue and your fingers. You go up and down, side to side, and you're good to go. Don't believe what happens in porn.
You're already wrong, and it's in so many ways you're already
wrong. Why don't you explain to people how you get girls to come?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't say.
I'm not going to explain it to you because I mean, like, secrets are reserved for professionals, and you got to pay for that experience.
Sex is reserved for professionals. I'm the trash talk king.
No. The secrets are reserved for professionals. Yeah. You don't got to pay for it.
You know, on Twitter, I'm the trash talk king. I know how to trash talk. I'm just saying, the girls
clearly you've been doing it all night by getting trashed on. Like, you're the trashed on king. Okay. Like, I get that.
All right, okay.
That's pretty good. That's a good one.
I don't need to trash talk when I'm already talking to trash. All right, it's okay. It's all good.
He got you on that one. That was a good one.
Fucking hell. Hey, I'll be here all night. I'm like Dave Chappelle's son, only better looking and more rich.
Let me ask a question just to circle all the way back.
All the way.
I was like, did he really leave? Come on.
No, he wouldn't. AirConda, remember how I was saying it could be the messenger about Rumble?
Yes.
Rather than it being solely about, oh, you have this type of content, therefore we don't want to work with you. Rather than maybe the wrong person, or maybe they're sending an email when they should go in person, or maybe they're doing.
I remember your question. Okay, so I remember. Do you guys remember the situation with Rumble when, in regards to that wine business and Dunkin' Donuts? So Chris did it. I think he had tried to set up a advertisement deal where they could advertise on Rumble. And I remember that blowing up big because the person from Dunkin' Donuts, the marketing team, replied to him. You guys remember the story where the person replied and said, "You must remove Alex Jones and Steven Crowder because they host like hateful, bigoted content or whatever." They said, "Unless you remove them, then we can advertise on your platform." So even and all Chris said, he's just a cell phone company essentially. He just sells you phones. That's essentially what it is, because like they posted Rumble stats. Rumble stats is very diverse. It's not just dominated by essentially right-wing political commentators. Like if Chris, the guy that's the CEO of Rumble, is going out there and trying to get advertisers and they're still turning him down because they have like Alex Jones and Steven Crowder on their platform. I mean, I don't know who else you could send, because maybe
do you think Chris is do you think Chris is the one doing all of this? I mean, I'm sure he's got a lot going on. That's my question.
Yeah. Because you had said that they have a small team, so that means that they have less people essentially, helping out with marketing.
What do you think, AirConda? I mean, he's been on there longer than I have, I think.
I think Chris is doing a lot of the talking with these people, but I don't think he's the only guy. He might be the main guy, but I'm sure he's got at least one other guy that's going out there talking to everybody about these things. I do know he's smart. Out there. Yeah, he's smart, and he reaches out to like if he sees a creator complain about being demonetized or censored on YouTube or Twitch or anything like that, and they're upset with the platform, and even if they mention Rumble, he'll pop up in their their post and say, "Hey, hit me up sometime."
I've seen that. I've seen that many times. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
He's done that with Donut Operator recently. I think he did with Asmongold. I'm guessing they either didn't talk or Asmongold, the talks just fell through because
Asmongold's mentioned Rumble before on his streams. I've heard him mention that. Yeah. Meaning, and not just offhandedly talking about maybe I'll stream on Rumble. I've heard him say something to that effect more than once.
Because he just joined Kick today.
He did.
Yes.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, he was talking about streaming on X. I mean, I think X has a lot of potential in streaming too, given how big the platform is. But streaming there is worthless, as we mentioned earlier. It's literally nothing. Like I even debated about even putting it on there myself. I was like, why is it here? But I'd rather stream on X than Twitch or Kick potentially. It's like the options here are pretty limited unless we make our own streaming service. Where we are the draws. You know, we can make a group. We'll call it the Just
What are we
Us
going to call it? Yeah, the Just Us. Maybe we'll just call it For Us By Us.
That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah,
I like that name. Yeah,
it might have a future. That name. What do you think?
but I just I don't know. Honestly, it's one of these things where. Like with Rumble, I remember they had Kaisen and iShowSpeed on their platform. That didn't last. You had Sneeko, that didn't last. Rice Gum was here, that didn't last. Miskiff, that didn't last. Like a lot of the last big creator that Rumble brought over was Dr. Disrespect, and that was
He's still there. He's still there,
yeah.
And he's still creating content. And I don't watch his. I don't really watch his streams, but occasionally, maybe once every couple weeks, I will stop by just to see what his numbers are on Rumble versus YouTube. And he's still pulling in a couple thousand. Now, but having said that, if you look, he'll be pulling 10 to 12 on YouTube, and then 1,800, 1,900, a little over 2,000 on Rumble.
Yeah.
But, he's still creating content there. And I'm not defending the guy as much as saying, like the iShowSpeed and the Kaisenat thing, that was a money grab by them. I don't blame them, because that was a stupid move by Rumble. And if you want to be stupid and give me money, I'm going to take it.
Yeah.
It's not.
I mean, Chris should have known that they were going to instantly bail and not even fulfill their contracts, given the fact that people know that Kaisen and iShowSpeed, they say they're not political, but let's be honest here. I mean,
dude, their butter is bread on.
When you're pulling in 100,000 people all the time, whatever, it's like
their bread is buttered on Twitch.
The amount of money that they make through that, it's like I've always found that weird. It's like, why would you sign up for anything? Obviously, unless the contract is so ridiculous. And then on top of that, when you have that kind of money behind you, you can get the kind of lawyers to read over those contracts and be like, look, I'm not fulfilling this. I'm not doing this. And it's like, I'll do roughly what you say. And then it's like, okay, well, I'll sign that contract. And it's like, you get them for a minute and then they boost it for about 3 months. And all of a sudden, well, your platform might die out. Who gives a shit?
Right.
But, and it's like,
they didn't even really try that hard, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
It was horrible. And then Rice Gum was even worse. Excuse me. What'd you say?
They didn't even want to try. They were trying to get that easy cash grab, basically.
Exactly.
They did what? 4 episodes on there?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I remember. It was 4 episodes on there. Like Dr. Disrespect, even signing him, it was the controversy that made it look weird. It's like, hey, you guys know that this guy just got in some major hot water for this kind of thing. He basically admitted and then deleted the tweet up. But because there were the advertisement for Dr. Disrespect was like he's gonna bring in more people. He's gonna be what's that thing when you get equity in the company or whatever? Something like, I forgot the name of the actual term.
Co-owner.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be all that. I don't really feel like his acquisition has really did anything. It just feels like, oh, it was just kind of there. It existed, now it's gone.
I agree.
That's what happens for like most of Rumble's things. So the next one you had mentioned was when Rumble has now tried this whole TV approach where they just want a group of people with the biggest pull to do like some sort of TV broadcast, thing where you have one person go, then the next person goes. So they have it with Tim Pool. They had it with Steven Crowder. They have it with Quartering and all those other people. Like but if they've acknowledged that we can only really keep viewers if we have a constant stream of the biggest people, I mean, I don't know how viable of a sustainable business it is, honestly. Like, I don't know.
Well, I saw today's June 2nd. Yeah, wasn't it that AirConda? Because I want to go back to the Dr. Disrespect thing momentarily. Yeah. But you saw that the lumpy potato is some type of ambassador. Are you involved in that?
Yeah,
I am not. That is Lumpy Potato, Vaping Gamers,
the girl, Gamer
Girl, Pudge, and Fused.
Congratulations to all of them. But do you know exactly what they're doing?
Yeah, I was confused about that too. I was like, what is this though?
So that was they did a Mod Mondays with Pudge today, and Lumpy posted it. In fact, I just retweeted it not long ago. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I follow you on Twitter, by the way. But you follow me too. I'm just
Oh, you guys follow me on Twitter. I barely do anything on Twitter, but at Gallows.
I'll follow you right now. What is it?
He's also not a cloud chaser too. You fucking bastard. It's okay.
How do you spell it? GALLOS?
Yeah, Gallows the Media. All one word, like all one sentence, whatever. There you go.
The Media.
I barely post anything.
Okay, so this is what I typed in and nothing came up, so I must have spelled it wrong.
GALLOWS.
OWS.
Media.
Yeah,
Gallows.
That's where I messed up.
Yeah. And you don't want to follow this cloud.
It'll have like a hanging sign or whatever.
Like, I got you.
It might be a little controversial, but
oh, AirConda wasn't following me. Shame on you, dog.
Wow.
Shame on you. I've been following you for a long time.
Wow.
I'm just messing with you. I'm messing with you. You don't need to explain yourself, man. We're good.
No, it's just I've been having issues with X. Not giving me notifications when people follow me.
I followed you back. Taste, or is it tacetmort3m? Like
tacet. It's tacetmort3m. It's
tacetmort3m.
It's Latin for silent death. Anyway, continue.
Okay.
Well, I did find the post. So Lumpy, he did a very brief explanation of what they are. Their mission is to help community grow, boost content production, and provide every creator with the resources and tools they need to succeed. We'll also make sure gaming on Rumble always has the latest info on releases, issues, and everything in between.
Yeah.
I believe so. For the first paragraph about what they're doing, that's going to be a definite Lumpy thing. He does his little, what do they call them? Those
masterclass.
Yeah, no, he's got his own version of a masterclass on how to be a successful creator.
Does he really?
He does. Okay. I don't know how often he posts. It's not a masterclass.
Shame on him for that.
Yeah, because you guys should be listening to me. I'm a masterclass in how you create content. What the fuck?
Continue. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
No, you're all right. And then provide the tools and resources you need. And I know the tools part is going to come from Vapin, because Vapin built Rumbot.
Yeah, he did. I remember him. Yeah.
He built the first ever bot for Rumble for alerts and stuff, and it's a fantastic tool now.
It is. I still use it.
Yeah. So I think Vapin, Pudge, and Fuse, and GG are very well deserving on it. Me and Lumpy, I don't hate Lumpy. Me and Lumpy have had our issues in the past.
I knew it, dude. I could hear it in your voice when you were talking about him.
I don't hate him. I think he's soft, is what my biggest issue is.
When you say soft, what kind of soft are we talking about? Like you could
it doesn't take much to get under his skin, and you get blocked. Basically, is what
okay.
He's unfollowed me like 3 or 4 times now.
I've met Fused in Vegas in the meetup 2023.
Was he nice?
Fused is a good guy. Yeah, I like him. I love talking to him.
Yeah,
this is a blast. He and I used to go back and forth a lot back in the day, but he's grown bigger, and I mean, I work during the day. He gets to do all the stuff during the day, so I don't get to hang out with him as much as I used to.
Yeah.
But I used to.
No one pushes Rumble as hard as Fuse. I mean, all that money that Chris and whoever did it gave the money to those big
Tether, 775 million. Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's like all those bigger streaming contracts. I think people that like eat, breathe, and sleep Rumble should have got those contracts, in my opinion. That's just me. I mean, maybe
I disagree, and this
so
is
do
why. Because I almost eat, sleep, and breathe Rumble, but not everybody that eats, sleeps, and breathe Rumbles have worthy content to be considered promotable. In my
your
opinion.
content kind of sucks, AirConda.
Oh, thank you.
I get angry a lot.
I'm joking,
man. Hey, have you ever heard this concept? You're trash. No, I don't even know. I don't even know what you do. I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. I'm just
sorry,
kidding. Continue.
But hey, now that I've met you, I'll watch some of it.
I've watched you before.
Thank you.
I've rated you a couple times.
Yeah, I remember. Well, I remember the ones where I was sober.
Well, the reason why I say that is because at least if you're giving these people that kind of money, we at least know they'd be here. The other people that they gave this money to, I mean, just as you guys,
I don't know if they're being paid for this. That has not been made clear. They may not be being paid for this.
Well, I'd imagine they're not. I mean, I usually imagine.
They have to be getting something. They're getting something. They're
all in the creator program, so they're already getting something from that.
That's not enough. I'm in the creator program too. Meaning, if they asked me to be a Rumble gaming ambassador, I'd ask them. I would. So
speaking of which,
what's in it for me?
Hey, speaking of which, did you get paid for May yet?
I haven't checked.
I'm just curious because they usually do it on the last day of the month, and they
It's Tacet, by the way, bro. If you want the answer, you gotta call me by my
right God, name. Okay.
I'm just messing with you.
Tacet. I'll call you.
I'm
Tacet.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
If you want to get my attention, it's CFAX, by the way. Oh my god.
No, I have not. I have not.
Okay, I just they might the last day of the month ended up on a weekend, so they might be just a little behind with it. So,
do I have to fill this out to further getting paid? I mean, the views. I'm not gonna get paid anymore.
Fill what out?
Here, I'll show you right screen. Now. I'll put it right here. Do I have to fill this out because it said unless you earn over like $600, fill it out or whatever? Do I have to fill this out to further getting paid?
Hold on.
Yes, you do.
Let me bring it up.
Just complete complete the tax documents. You look at that red thing right there. W9 form. What do you mean? You gotta fill that out, dude.
But it said
like a whole combo of Jack in the Box with that.
$600. That's what it said right here. I was like, okay. I mean, I haven't earned.
Have you made over $600?
MSK doesn't believe in taxes, so
I mean, I don't either, Gray, to be honest. But
okay, then don't.
I like getting paid too.
You're fine. Yeah, you're sure. You're sorry. 1 second. You're certain you haven't made $600?
No. I've barely probably made like at least. Yeah, maybe like $100. Maybe.
Okay, yeah, then you don't need to worry about it.
That was before the change, where they changed everything last year.
You don't need to worry about it.
And anything under 600, you don't have to report for the most part.
Were we going to say AirConda? Dude, I'm loving being able to talk to this guy because I have been waiting.
Okay, you know,
fuck
me and MSK can just fuck right off.
It's fine. Hey, man, you guys just don't know how to be honest. You just don't know. Oh man, I messed up.
They're not leaving.
I know, but still, that was mean. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean.
No, I get it. I'm also excited anytime MSK is not talking.
Wow, it's crazy. LG, what's up, man?
Yeah, I get it. I'm just gonna mute myself, go off
and go. I don't know. I didn't mean it like that. I meant what I meant. Let me.
I'm just gonna leave. Tacet doesn't like me. I don't understand what's happening.
What I meant was
no.
When we're talking about Rumble, it makes me very excited to be able to talk to somebody who is a serious Rumble content creator.
When you talk about me being serious Rumble content creator, you got more followers than I do.
It's not the point.
I'm just teasing
like
you.
Quietly flexing on us all.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that, man. I don't do that. I don't humble brag. If I'm gonna brag, I'm gonna tell you, check this out. And I don't really do that either because I think that's it's just not my style.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know you are. Tacet, bro. It's Tacet.
Tacet. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of retarded.
Dude, I've rated you. You never rated me back. I followed you for God knows how long. You don't follow me on Twitter. You can't even call me by my right name. And I'm still saying I'm stoked to talk to you.
Go live.
Shame on you, bro.
When do you go live?
Me?
Like what?
Generally I go. All right. I'll do this as fast as possible, and I'll try to make some jokes in there. So first, you can always check my schedule on my website. My old man website, which is actually not old man. If you look at it, it's dope. Forget you, MSK.
Hey, I would get a website if I wasn't lazy.
Yeah.
Second thing is I've been taking the past 2 weeks off. So I did a premium stream reacting to this Dune Awakening thing. It's a game coming out. Because I needed my premium hours. And then I had to run one more stream. So I did one stream like a few days ago, and dude, I got featured on the editor's page, which I wasn't expecting.
Nice.
Anyway, forgetting about that. Normally I stream 4 to 5 days a week, but I've been taking the past like 2.5 weeks off other than those 2 streams. Literally, I have not touched a game except for that one night playing, where I got featured a few days ago, which is insane because I always am playing games constantly for like years, creating content, doing all this stuff, because Dune Awakening is coming out, this big survival MMO game set in the Dune universe, the Frank Herbert's Dune. And
I'm looking at getting into that one too.
So dude, number one, it's the game I've been most looking forward to. This is a long-winded answer to how often I stream, but this is something I wanted to discuss while I was here anyway.
That's what I see why I don't raid you. There's only one day we're live at the same time, and it's Friday. You're live while I'm at work or during my class.
Yeah, a likely story, bro. That's a likely story. That smell like bullshit to me. I'm just kidding.
It's like
I
you're
mean, I
live
only
when I'm
looked at
busy.
2 streams so
God,
far.
man.
So, because Dune Awakening, like I've never been more excited about a game. I have all kinds of special stuff going on, and I also joined a guild. Let me scratch that. I joined this Discord server called Unhinged. Never heard of them, nothing. And then I saw this a few YouTube videos from this guy. Joined the Discord. Turns out these dudes are like insanely serious MMO survival players, and like their Discord's been around for like their community's been around for like 20 years, starting with World of Warcraft. And I went to this meeting, like an online meeting, kind of like, a live stream, except it was just for us in Discord. And like insanely organized, like these guys are the real thing when it comes to like, when I think of like, oh man, it'd be cool to be a part of a guild for a game. These are the kind of guys you think of, like those people who play World of Warcraft really seriously. These are those guys. And anyway, they ended up, I was squeaky wheel gets the grease, and I was up there for quite a long time trying to get some type of leadership role for this game. And they gave it to me. They actually gave me like a pretty high up position, which I was surprised by. But the point of that is, point of everything I've said up until right now is that starting June 5th at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and then June 6th, June 7th, I'll be doing back-to-back 24-hour streams for Dune. So you definitely aren't going to be at work for 24 hours. So I expect a raid.
It's crazy, man. I've never been raided by anyone on Rumble ever. I've just streamed constantly. And dude, it's crazy how people were like, well, no one's ever raided me. It's like, I've never
when
been
I
raided,
look at your channel, dude, okay. I was looking at your channel.
Wow, so crazy, MSK. Nobody wants to raid you. I can't fucking imagine why. There's nothing that crosses my mind. It's like this guy definitely produces nothing but the quality and just upstanding everything. I mean, he has random people like me on here insulting him for like 2 hours, but on top of that, it's like, what else do you need other than that? Why would you not want? I'm sorry, dude. Come on.
It's weird. When I was looking at my phone, it showed it when I clicked on videos in the Rumble app. On your channel, MSK, it showed it. The latest video was like a couple months ago, but now I'm looking at your channel on my PC, and I'm seeing everything you post. That's why I was asking. Remember at the beginning, I was like, why don't you post on Rumble? That's why I asked that question. And it turns out you do post on Rumble. I don't know.
Oh, it's because the channel and account thing, probably.
Oh, you're right.
It might be because of that. Because my username. Yeah, so my username, I was making a joke. It's supposed to be Master Bader. I would say Master Vader King. It's just a joke when I made the account because I didn't really care.
Dude, shame on you. You're a degenerate. Shame on you, bro.
And then so I forgot. Rumble has the user account, and you have the actual channel, which is.
That's so stupid. That's so stupid, dude.
So when people say, "Oh, you haven't uploaded for a while," it's like I'm there every day. I'm literally there every day.
Okay, so I apologize. Yeah,
no, it's fine. No, I
was looking at the wrong channel.
It make perfect sense.
You guys have kind of sold me on the idea of Rumble.
Well, now we're not sure if we want you, bro.
Well, that's fair. That's completely fair. You don't need someone like me out there. I'm going to be saying all the hateful craziness. I'm just going to be talking shit.
I don't know
on
if
MSK
we need
all the time.
I don't know if we need Sci-Fax, but we definitely need
Sci-Fax. But at the same time, hey, subscribe to Sci-Fax. Maybe we need some C-Fax out there. Definitely subscribe to it. Even if you hate it, go ahead and subscribe to it. I would appreciate it.
You should, man. You should stream on Rumble. It's the smart move.
Well, I as you guys were talking about it, I went and I looked and I was like, I actually do have an account because when that was popping off or whatever, I made an account, and of course the name is not taken. Sci-Fax wasn't taken, so I literally have my same name at Rumble. So I mean, I guess you could subscribe to Rumble. I obviously have no videos up now. I need to learn how to either upload those videos and also simulcast to this. I'll be working on that now that I'm a little more tuned in because you guys are talking so highly about it, and so
we lit a fire under you then.
You kind of did. You absolutely did. And I'm going to be, well, at least simulcasting and also possibly, well, hopefully uploading videos. I just need to figure it out. I don't know. I'm assuming it's pretty easy. But
videos are easy.
Once I get it down, I'll be doing both.
You sound like a smart guy. You'll be fine.
I'm not no. I'm a complete idiot. I don't believe you. I might be able to build a house from the ground up, but I'm an idiot when it comes to technology. It's crazy. But I don't know. I just have a good time with whatever I'm doing. I love talking to all sorts of people, and I can talk to anybody about anything. It's amazing. Except for MSK, fuck that guy. But also, AirConda and Tacet and Gray are amazing, but MSK, that guy, like, why are you here? Why are you here on your own show?
I heard that Cyfax guy is overrated as hell. I heard his content is lacking.
No, I think what you meant is like I look taller than you, or because I am, and I might look. In your own words, I look like a security guard.
See, for me,
that was your own fucking words.
Yeah, and then you said I was the hottest, richest man you'd ever seen in your entire life.
Those words actually never left my mouth ever.
So there's one I actually have to go, and let me explain why. So my schedule's all messed up right now, and I have that stream I was telling you, that 24-hour stream, and the servers open up at 7 a.m. my time, and this guild that I'm in charge of, they all want to meet up at 6 a.m. Now 6 a.m. I'm not even asleep yet. So I have to like switch my whole schedule around. But there's one thing I wanted to talk to Eric, or just mention to while AirConda's here, just so he knows. Because like I had been contacting Rick and Chris for months, literally. And that's every single day sending them a DM, as well as every single day adding them on Twitter, asking for the opportunity to talk with them on a live stream. Yeah. And not to grow my channel at all. What I want... Say again?
It's because you have questions, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. Dude, I've been interrupting everybody all night, and I feel so bad about it. Yeah, it's just hard to keep thoughts in when I want to say something.
You can't do that. That's my job. I interrupt people. Jesus.
Yes, I know. I must really like the sound of my own voice.
What are you, Angel Reese? Fucking hell, dude.
No, I'm Caitlin Clark, bro. You're Angel Reese. You are
not
Angel
black.
Reese.
I'm white, so I don't know what you guys. I'm transracial. I can be that for this month. Honestly.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. It's your month. Anyway, what I was saying is, Rick finally got back to me, and this is like 6 weeks ago, and he might even be pissed I say this, but I don't care, because I'm pissed. And he was like, yeah, okay, well, let's do it. This is actually not 6 weeks, dude. This is like, okay, let's go back to March. This is in March when this started. Remember they did that stream towards the end of March, like Rick and the two female Rumble representatives. It's called the Rumble Rundown. If you don't remember it, it's fine. It was this little thing where they were talking about like the state of the creator program, and talking about, we're going to be bringing the direct RTMP out, et cetera, et cetera. And he said in there, hey, if you ever want to come on the Rumble Rundown, we'll be doing this every month. And we want to bring creators on next month. And remember, this is in March. And we're going to do another. They say we're going to do another one in April. So literally the second the show ends, I hit him up. And he's like, yeah, we'd love to have you on. I'm like, okay, cool. Then we're at the end of April. And now I'm like, okay, so are you bringing anybody on? Even if you don't bring me on, are you bringing anyone on? Is this even happening? So I start messaging him and Chris, boom, boom, constantly. And I took the Andy Dufresne way of trying to get these people to listen to me, which that's a reference from Shawshank Redemption, which probably CFAX knows, but Cyfax probably doesn't. Anyway, and so he was like, yeah, let's do it. So I had hit these guys up to the point where Rick got back to me a second time saying, yeah, okay, yeah, we're going to be doing it very soon. In the next couple weeks, we'll bring you on. something to that effect. I can't remember exactly what he said, but that's what he said. I mean, I could look at the DMs, but it doesn't matter. And I said, all right, sweet. So I stopped contacting. So I was like, okay, cool. This is going to happen in a couple weeks. Squeaky wheel got the grease. I don't want to. He answered my question, so I don't need to send this message anymore. A couple weeks go by, nothing. It's like, okay, let's give him a few more days. Because it's a small company. Like I'm trying to make excuses for these people, which I don't normally do. Like I don't really suffer fools or people who lie to me or people who say things that aren't true. I'm cool. I'm very nice, but don't fuck with me. And I don't like to curse either. At least when I'm not streaming. But anyway, so I started hitting him up again. And I was hitting him up every day, and I was hitting him up multiple times a day now because I'm a little upset. They're like, okay, not only did you not bring me on, which that's one thing, but you didn't even do it at all. Okay, you're busy. Great, then don't say it. Right? Don't say you're going to do something if you're not going to do it. I don't care how busy you are. I don't care. At a certain point, I don't care anymore. Then he hit me back again. I can't remember if it was a DM or not. It was very short. I could tell he was not happy that I had bothered him to that point because, dude, I went off and I was posting a lot. Nothing bad, but just being like, hey, are we doing this? Hey, are we doing this? Not every 5 minutes, but I was doing it a lot. And he was like, I'll let you know. When we're going to do it, I'll let you know. And I just wanted you to know, because you're a Rumble creator, a regular Rumble creator, that the whole reason I wanted to have this conversation with this guy is because literally every single time I've seen either of these two of the top people in this company that just received an influx of $775 million from some cryptocurrency people.
Yep.
Every single time they talk to somebody, it's somebody who's just kissing their ass the entire time. Every single one, to the person. There's never anyone saying, well, actually, that's not true. Calling them on anything. Or saying, well, you promised Rumble Reels or Rumble Shorts 2 years ago. Or, well, you gave us direct RTMP, but you didn't even give us the option to schedule our streams. Who's in charge of this stuff? Who's making these decisions? I mean, who do you have working for you? Is it a human being? Is it? And I just don't understand that. It really upsets me. Like I said, I love Rumble. If I didn't love Rumble, I wouldn't care, right? But at a certain point, I get tired of seeing, and I'm not going to name names because I think that's catty, but all the creators who have either spoken with Chris or spoken with Rick, and it's just like, oh yeah, I love Rumble. Yeah, I know things could be better, but I love Rumble. Rumble's great. And it's just,
dude. One of the guys,
I get tired of it. So I'm ranting. That's my rant, dude.
I just want to add to your point. There was this guy, I think his name is Silver Fox. He would basically go off on Rumble, but then he knew the creator program wasn't good, and then switched his tune basically less than 24 hours, and it's like,
I know.
Whatever you said was true. We agree with you.
You mentioned his name, not me, but I like Silver Fox, but he also imagine this. He got to talk to Chris Pavlovsky, the CEO of Rumble. Now, to give some context, the CEO of Rumble is attending UFC fights with Elon Musk and Donald Trump.
Yep.
That's how powerful this guy is. Okay. And the question that Silver Fox asked him, and this is the question. You know what I'm going to say is, oh, my audience wants to know what kind of porn you watch. He asked that question. Can you imagine asking that kind of question? You have this opportunity that would kick
that's
his
the question
ass
they asked
for.
the fucking the president or somebody like that.
The CEO of Rumble. That was the question he asked him. I swear to God, dude.
When everybody's trying to figure out the creator program, that's the question he asks.
I mean, if the answer is not fucking hentai, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, I'm kidding. But I mean,
he didn't answer at all.
And the answer is a zero answer. Obviously,
he laughed it off, but it's so unprofessional. And like I said, I like the guy. I've supported that Silver Fox guy in little ways, whether it's retweeting his stuff or whatever. And I like him. And he might get pissed that I say this, but but I don't care. You know, like,
I've DM'd him a few times. He never answered back. So, you know, like for me, when you were talking about earlier, like who was doing the negotiating for marketing and Rumble and all that shit, that's why you don't want someone like him doing it, not Chris, the person, Silver Fox, because we're like socially retarded weirdos. We can't be in an executive room. Could you imagine
speak
me?
For yourself, number one.
You don't want some socially retarded weirdo in there being like, "Hey, you guys like boobs? I heard boobs are in nowadays." Like, what the fuck?
But Chris Pavlovsky and Rick Rossella, these two high up people, they are not fools. Make no mistake. Yeah. They're incredibly intelligent, or else they wouldn't be in the positions they're in. They would never, ever put somebody like Silver Fox, who's asking questions like that, in front of anybody who mattered. And I don't say that to be mean. I don't. And dude, I bet I'm going to hear something. It'd be cool if I did. Then we might actually get a conversation going, and I might actually get in front of these people. But like, imagine taking 200 grand. We got 775 million. And you know, if I brought that up to them, they would say, well, quite a bit of that is set out for this stuff. And Rumble didn't actually get that much money. We only got, you know, a certain amount. And it's like, okay, cool. So let's take 200,000. Did you get $1 million? I bet you did. Let's take $200,000 and let's corner the Marvel Rivals esports scene. This is just one example. Marvel Rivals, one of the most popular games. The esports scene is emerging. It's not big. It's not Counter-Strike. It's not Valorant. It's not Apex Legends. It's not League of Legends. It's this small game, or excuse me, it's this small esports scene that's growing. You could corner the market. Boom. Now, if you want to watch a Marvel Rivals tournament, now it's on Rumble, and it's only on Rumble. And dude, and that wouldn't cost that much money. It would not cost that much money because the whole scene is pretty small.
I mean, let's be honest, though. I don't think Marvel Rivals would touch Rumble with a 10-foot pole. If they're banning skins of Donald Trump for their characters, they're not going to go anywhere.
You know,
near
money
Rumble.
Talks and bullshit walks, bro. If they paid them, maybe I'm wrong. Let me put it that way. Maybe I'm wrong, and I'm not saying, oh, I know for sure, and you're wrong. That's not what I'm saying. You very well might be right.
It's just like Rumble's already been turned down by other big companies, and
well, dude, you got to keep asking. You got to keep asking. You can't just say, well, they turned us down. What are we going to do? You know, put your hands in your pockets or put your hands underneath your ass and sit on them. You have to do something, you know? Like, no, I've never met anybody successful in my life who didn't fail a lot. A lot. And then
like failure's the path to you know, success.
And it bothers me, dude.
Like that.
It bothers me, the stuff on Rumble, that kind of stuff. Like, how do you release direct RTMP but not the option to schedule it? Like,
because it's still in beta. I mean, he's more worried about getting it stabilized and running clean than scheduling.
That's great.
I mean, that's just the way I would look at it.
This is my thing with the whole studio thing is like, if you're gonna roll these things out and you want to be your own independent thing, that's completely fine. But roll them out when you feel like it's done, because it feels like when they roll something out.
Beta.
Yeah, I get it.
Publicly available yet?
I get it, but okay, you're releasing you have a creator program. You got all these creators in there. You release it to your creators. How can Tacit Mortem or AirConda, the creator, promote their stream if they can't give anybody a link to it? Because they can't schedule it ahead of time. Oh, we just have to wait till they get around to it? Okay. Do you think do you think all those YouTube streamers are waiting around? And I understand YouTube has like 20 years on them, but if you want to compete with the big boys, then you better come to play.
I mean, you can still schedule streams through studios. You just can't do direct RTMP.
And have you seen the quality of their regular streams? It's not that great.
Is that still there? I mean, mine, maybe I'm just old. Mine looked fine, but that's, again, me.
See, that's
I'm not
where
trying
all
to
that
defend
money.
It's just like, they are.
I'm not arguing, by the way. I want to hear what you have to say.
I know.
I said all that because I want to hear your perspective.
I'm not 100% defending Rumble. Yeah, they do some questionable things. They release things like when they first released Studios. I knew what they meant when they were going to say Studios was coming originally. It was going to be mainly for podcasting, and gaming was not going to be touched on it.
Yep.
And it makes sense, but a lot of people had the artificial belief that it was going to replace OBS. I was like, where? They never even said that. Where'd you get that from? But it's going to take a lot to replace OBS.
And it makes sense that it would only just be for podcasting. People on the game on Rumble need to understand you are like not even a drop in the bucket when it comes to viewership. It's like them catering to you doesn't make sense business wise. I understand that point of view.
I get it. I get it. Continue, dude. I want to hear more.
I was just gonna say, like I get your frustrations. I guess I would say that it would make more sense to me if Studios wasn't in beta. People, and if you didn't want to.
Well, this is one thing. Sorry to interrupt you. That's one thing I'm talking about. Continue.
I know. I'm not saying it's the only thing you're upset about. I mean, you just did a very long rant, so it's very clear it's not the only thing you're upset about. But
what about having a user profile and then your actual profile? That's stupid, bro. Like, that's why. Why?
Because I run 3 channels, so I have my user platform to be a landing page for all 3 channels. That's just, I know why a lot of people don't like it, but that's also why they make it you can shut off your user account from searches, so it's only your channels that pop up.
I think I did that. I think I did.
Okay. I mean, I understand your front. Me personally, from my perspective on how I look at but I don't push it on anybody else. If I talk to anybody, I warn them like, look, if you want just channels, this is what you need to do, so they know immediately. But I also go on explain why I like it. The only thing I don't like is I fucked up on my user account name, and I would very much like to change it. So
what's it called? What's it called?
It's the same thing as my gaming channel, AirCondaTV Gaming. That's why I said I fucked up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I would like to make it AirCondaTV Network, and then you go there and you see my gaming channel, my hobbies channel, my podcast channel.
That's smart.
But
I didn't even know you did that.
Yes. So if you look up AirCondaTV Gaming, you're gonna see my account.
You should have just made up a name when you were in 7th grade, and it just works for every fucking platform. Like, why didn't you think of that? What are you doing?
My gaming streaming world has gone from Italian Anaconda to Strikeconda to Striker to I've changed my name like 100 times.
Italian Anacondas. That's what my wife called my dick last night. Holy shit, man.
Dude, your couch can talk? That is wild. You need to sell that immediately.
That's the name you should have. Italian. That's pretty fucking cool. But yeah, I mean, that's just me. I know Rumble. I mean, I hope things get better in the future. I hope they do, because there definitely needs to be competition between YouTube and Twitch, because people get taken down on YouTube for such stupid reasons, and it's cool to have another platform there that you could still do what you want on, and also there's no fucking thing you can't say on Rumble. Like, I could say the F word, the FAGGAOT word, and the N word on Rumble. I'm not getting in trouble. See, that's the thing is, why can't I say these things on YouTube? Oh, yeah.
I can't spell. Can you do that again?
Like, we can literally do, I could literally watch the Super Bowl on Rumble. Nothing happens. But on YouTube, oh, you got copyright claim.
The reason you can do that is because Rumble's not big enough for anybody to care.
That's also true. Yeah.
That's the truth. If Rumble was big enough, don't think the NFL and DMCA and all these musical artists.
Oh, they would. Yeah.
They'd come for their money immediately.
Yeah. And I got the millions and billions to pay them off. I can get my own football team, and I'll be a 15-time NFL champion.
Well, the thing is, they wouldn't come after you. They'd come after Rumble. That's the way the law works.
Dang it.
Yeah. So you get to keep your money. Anyway, I apologize about that rant,
no,
but it's
we're about to head
I've
out.
been wanting to say for a long time.
We're gonna head off right now because I have to get some stuff done. We've basically went over the amount limited for the show, because I give you guys enough clout here. And joking, there's no actual hour limit for the show. The basic minimum is
saying you're out of clout.
Oh, goodness gracious! So
Cloutless,
we'll start with fucking hell, Gray. Do you like to make love to my wife at this point?
I don't think she exists.
So if I had sex with a couch and put my dick between,
he's asking if you like to jerk off, man. That's all it is.
I haven't jerked off in forever. I'm retired. I'm good. Wow.
Is that it? Like, what's going on here? Like,
I
well, that was a big finish.
Women. So
yeah, dude, I gave you the big finish, man, by getting pissed off.
So we'll start with Tacit. Oh, no, start with Gray. We'll start with Gray Poupée. What do you have planned coming up that you would like to let the audience know about?
Yo, it is the summer of Gray, and I have long teased the return of my channel, which will be brought back from the dead. It's happening this month, so just stay tuned. Next week, you'll get a real taste of what it is. But yeah, that's all I got going on. Other than that, check out Sci-Fax. Although you're probably already over on his channel, but yeah, it's quality content as opposed to what MSK puts out here. But yeah, that's all I got going on my side of the internet. What you got going on, Tacet?
I'm going to the thing I'm doing is first is crafting an apology letter to Rumble. And then after that,
why would you do apology letter to Rumble?
That's a joke. I'm not crafting an apology letter to anybody. What I am doing is I have 3 back-to-back 24-hour streams starting June 5th at 10 a.m. Eastern time to celebrate the launch of Dune Awakening. I'm part of a large guild. There's going to be at least 12 of us starting together, and we're basically going to go from start to finish. There's more than 500 hours easy you can put into this game, and that's before you get to the end game, which is where 150 versus 150 full-scale battling for the spice, just like in the Dune movies and in the Dune books. And that's what I'll be doing, and I'll be on all platforms, including Rumble. And that's what I have going on.
All right, AirConda, what you got planned coming up that you would like to let the audience know about, besides giving me all your money?
I got a music video I'm going to be posting tomorrow to announce the next Halo event that Highmark and Amazaku are putting together for Friday the 13th. And I also will, hopefully, if I can get my phone to stop being retarded, I'll be doing my first fishing stream on my hobbies channel tomorrow. That'll be starting around 7:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, and I will be getting back into working on Project Orion. Other than that, that's about all I have going on right now that I can think of off the top of my head. Other than I'm trying to work on better content, more continue. I'm actually testing out my hobby stream right now to make sure it's working correctly. So, but yeah, that's what I got going on. If you guys want to check me out, I got my hobbies channel, my gaming channel, and my podcast channel are all on Rumble. They're all on YouTube too. I think I'm fairly certain the podcast channel got shut down by YouTube because I don't censor myself when I do my podcast. So I'm certain that YouTube has punished me for that. My hobbies channel, I do that. I do that quite often. I won't be doing the YouTube channel tomorrow though, but on Mondays I usually do. And then my gaming channel is pretty much Monday through Friday. So.
Yep. It was good to have you and Tacet on again. It was great to talk to you guys. Haven't had Tacet on for a little bit. He was like, "Hey, MSK, I'm out here just being rich and good looking." I'm like,
doing better shit, better and better, greener pastures.
Yeah, better and blacker. Nope.
I wanted to come on. The last couple times you asked me, I was just streaming. So I'm real great. I'm very grateful that you invited me on.
Oh, it's fine. I forget because this one guy, this third
you don't gotta be you don't gotta be nice about that.
No, I mean
third rail. Don't talk shit about.
He does deserve it.
I know that guy.
Fucking that guy, third rail. Got mad at me because I forgot his schedule. Like, what a fucking! I don't remember everyone's schedules. Not a fucking wizard. That's why that motherfucker's from Canada. They're soft as hell up there. They voted Justin Trudeau as their fucking prime minister. They're soft as hell up there.
Wait. Backtrack a second. You think if you can remember somebody else's schedule, you're a wizard?
I didn't really think that thought through, but But Sci-Fax, what do you have planned coming up that you would like to let the audience know about?
Well, on Wednesdays, I have the midweek hangings where we go over basically, like, I feel like Wednesdays is a good day to kind of go over the week's news because Thursdays is when, like, the new movies drop and all that stuff. So Wednesday is a good way to kind of clarify the week. So that's usually around 2:30 p.m. on Wednesdays, Pacific Standard Time. And then I'm trying to start a show on Mondays and Saturdays. I haven't figured that time out yet, but I don't know. check those out if they're out there. Obviously every Thursday, because the new movies drop, I check those out and then I try to do a review on them. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, late night at the Nightcap on DA's channel, you can find me as a guest on there, and we just talk about, well, whatever he has brought up, but it's usually about a lot of pop culture news and whatever, a lot of jokes to be had, and it's just a good time. Go ahead and go check it out. If you would like to, I don't know, my antics and the way that I talk here, it's that with another person, well, with many other people who also are fun to just bullshit with. So go ahead and check that out. Yeah.
Yep. Make sure you guys go and follow and subscribe to all of these clout chasing bastards as platforms. If you
bring me all the clout that MSK wish he had. There you go.
Yeah. Damn. What am I doing? Later on tonight, potentially, give or take how I feel. If I'm not too tired, I might stream League again, maybe. But if I don't, then I have the MSK show tomorrow with Labs Comic Fan. And then I basically have just, shows throughout the week. That's pretty much it. The Cloud9 podcast is going to be on Thursdays. And yeah, going to go out to Vegas tonight, blow some girls' backs out. This is what I do. That's the top G Riz master around here.
Good luck.
You guys don't believe me, do you? Wow. All right. So that's pretty much it. Have to go get some stuff done and probably, clean my house, wash my floors, vacuum the carpets, clean my kitchen,
Yeah, clean that dusty fucking monitor in the background that's still in the box. By that I mean clean the box, dude. It's been there for like months. What's going on with that?
I'm getting a TV stand so I can put it on there.
I mean, you can stand a TV on the box. So there you go.
That's cringe. So that's what losers do, and I'm not a loser. As you guys know, I am a what am I? I am a 8-time YouTube content creator champion, actually. Back to black. You guys don't get my jokes here.
I'm curious, like, do you know at the top of your head what's the bus fare to get to your job? Like,
Jesus.
Good
the
Lord.
problem is you know what it is. Like,
that's the thing is when I have a chaos storm coming around, I will wipe everyone away and push them into the volcanoes. Wow, that sounds like the deranged ramblings of a madman, actually. But all jokes aside, yeah, Donald Trump is the greatest president of all time. Trans people are trash, and Pride Month is for losers. So pretty sure I left you guys off with a great note on that one. And yeah, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK Show, and hope you guys had a great weekend. And we'll see you guys later.